Okay, we are on day 3. So the question is has anybody thought about what one problem they feel like they solve or what topic they want to address? Janie.
Aging gracefully.
Aging gracefully. Awesome. That's good. Raylyn.
I think enjoying retirement and your best healthy life.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. Anybody else? Pam?
I had a cleanse day revelation a couple months ago, and it was heal the healers. So I feel like clinicians and all the healthcare workers, so that you can up level them so they can help everybody else.
Love it. Great idea. Let's do one more. Anybody else? Crystal?
Well, I haven't put it in a sentence yet, but I really want to help busy moms have freedom and be able to spend more time with their children, not punching in for someone else.
Great. So anybody who's going that direction, I think that it would be a great thing to mastermind, like what topics could be addressed in that, and then it could maybe help you with some direction. Perfect. Anybody else? One more? Michael?
Mine's personal transformation, transforming lives. It's all about transformation and all there is.
Do you have an age range that you want to work with?
All ages.
Okay. Good. Harry?
I want to be able to help veterans believe that leaving the military wasn't the end of their lives. It was just the beginning.
Love it. I love that one. Oh, for sure. I probably need to go get my headset, but what I want to do, we have a lot. Oh, Dolores, go ahead. You can chat while I'm getting us set up.
I want to help. It's never too late to turn your life around or to shift it and that'd be 50 and up or 60 and up, or I'm 67 and I'm just getting started. So
awesome. Love it. Okay, so we have a lot to get through today. So I'm going to get us rolling and see where we end up after the first little part of this, and then we'll rally back and see what we want to do. Okay. Let me get us going. Maybe.
All right.
Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right.
We're like missing somebody, but it's going to be awesome.
Hey, we're super excited to be able to be with you guys. We see you. We see you guys loud and clear. So we're excited about this session, right?
What? It was so fast. That was even fast for me. Something I'm excited this session. I'm excited about this session. Yes, really excited. How many of you are feeling pretty good? Is anyone feeling pretty good? Yeah, looks like we got some Hawaiians on here. Yeah. Oh, awesome. So can you, I love it.
I love it.
Can you let us know in the chat maybe what you did over lunch? We would love to know what you got. Well, hold on a second. Europe, that was like a late dinner. So thank you for being up, and maybe you got a late night snack. I don't know what you did, but if you could let us know. So we got some cover photos changed on Facebook, added a link in the description of the picture.
Nice.
Dan did his profile picture, short bio done.
11 p.m. dinner pizza.
Dinner pizza. There we go.
Linktree, I like it.
Linktree, adjusted fit, went for Facebook Live. Love it. We haven't even talked about lives yet. That's great. Shout out invites, posted.
Posted phrases test.
Linktree, cover photo. Are any of you feeling a little more confident just by doing the action, even when it feels weird? Yeah.
Right.
Because I found every time that I've felt like I'm going to barf, this is going to sound so weird, maybe, but I just tell people, I'm like, just follow the puke.
Yeah.
Like, just follow it. You know? Usually when something makes you feel really nervous and really scared and really insecure, it's not going to kill you. How many of you did not die by downloading TikTok? Like, did we have any casualties in the downloading of TikTok?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
are we doing okay, guys? We're okay. All right, thank God. I had to make sure. So, and I love this. Not sure about stuff. We are gonna do some questions throughout this actually to make sure. I love that we have so many different chats.
No, it's great. It's awesome.
So keep using the chats. We can see them.
Mhm.
But we are going to take some questions to make sure that you are secure in what you're doing. And then this afternoon, you got a lot coming.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, one of the things I think when I look back at like the people who got involved in network marketing years and years and years ago, and you ask them the question, what was like the biggest problem you used to face? It was running out of people to talk to, right? So who's written their list? Right, I had like 200 people on their list, and they kind of every single time they kind of go through someone, they crossed them off because they would know. Auntie Joan wasn't interested, Uncle Brian wasn't interested, best friend Pete wasn't interested. Right, you get no after no after no after no, and as the list gets lower and smaller, you start freaking out because you're thinking, I've only got 3 more people left. What happens if those 3 people don't join?
Yep.
And then you start to get desperate and you're like, please, Uncle Brian, I'll pay for you to join. And Brian's like, no, I'm still not going to do it. Right? So what if it was the other way around, that every single day your list of people grew and grew and grew and it had no limit?
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. So we want to be able to, So we want to be able to share with you how you can do that on Facebook and how you can do that on Instagram. Super fired up about that.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And if I could tell you why you have to do this, I gotta tell you. Do any of you feel like you are just not that popular? Like, if you're being totally honest, you just weren't the cool kid in school. And, that's probably why you're still in network marketing, because you're like, I'm going to find my people at these GoPro events. Okay, well, I can relate. I think Fraser might be able to relate to not being like Mr. Popular all the time. And so with a big L.
I was the loser. Yeah.
I love it. It's okay. We've all been there. So I have to tell you that you're not going to build your business based off of people that you already know, generally speaking, past probably what you've already built it from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what we're going to teach you today, it works. It's very effective. When I started in network marketing, I had 200 people on my Facebook, and they were all people I either grew up with, people that were in my actual family, or people from high school and college. And so when you look at these huge followings, when maybe you looked at Fraser's Instagram or his Facebook when it was up, or mine or Shailene's, and you're like, oh my God, like, that's ridiculous. I'm just telling you, it just starts with the actions. It's going to start with doing those little things over and over and over. Oh, hi, Sophia. Over and over and over again. And it does work. These do work. And it matters because you need leads.
Mm-hmm.
It matters because I know it's so much easier in our profession to focus on the sales. You're focused on the rank. You're focused on the next advancement. You're focused on your power up, your fast track, your whatever your company calls it. But the one thing missing is just the numbers. Do any of you agree with this, that this is really the important thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think some of you are starting to get uninvited to family events, like, not to be funny, but it's kind of funny. They're like, oh my God, don't invite Emma. Don't invite her. She is going to pitch us on something. There is something new. She's got an opportunity for us. Okay. And so that's why we've got to start to get better at this. And I really commend you all staying up throughout the night, and all of you staying up throughout the day. And some of you are in the morning. I guess that's probably the Australians, the Kiwis probably too, are just waking up over there. Yeah, sharing thumbs up over there.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I'll say on that is, this is how you build a global business. It's social media. Okay, unless you've got an inn at your nail salon and the sweet Vietnamese lady is willing to open Vietnam for you. She's the most influential Vietnamese lady, or maybe your favorite Italian spot in town actually still has family in Italy and there's like a miracle. Like we can't think in miracles. We have to think in strategy. And so if your brain works in strategy, the two of us are definitely strategic people. And so this next couple, however long it takes until you are all secure, because this is your workshop, we're here to serve you. It's going to be really good for you.
And I think for me, I come back to it again. I said it earlier, like it's turning strangers into friends, friends into family.
Yeah.
I had better results from strangers than I did from family. In fact, a lot of my family were like, no, it's not for me, it's not for me. But the strangers were like, yeah, I'm like, come on, let's do it. And every time I would pick up the phone to call my cousin, I was excited to speak to my cousin, but I was not excited about bringing the business opportunity to him. I was like, and it felt so heavy to pick it up. But when I was speaking to strangers on the internet, like, it was easy. I remember the first stranger I spoke, I found him using Skype. Does anyone remember Skype? Right? Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. I was like,
Then they started charging. Like,
yeah,
come
I'm like,
on,
come
man.
on,
Get
like,
out of here.
It really screwed. Oh, good kick.
I know.
Good. If I tried that, I'd like, snap a hamstring or something like that. So literally, like, ow. So like, I kind of found him on Skype. I messaged him this message, and all I was thinking was, I hope it's not like a proper Russian. Like legit Russian, because like if he doesn't like the message that I'm sending, he could like just break a finger, or he could like come round to my house. He could find my IP address and just
God.
like, I don't know.
Russian
It was like a legit thing, right? So I messaged him and he said, yeah, I'm open. I'm interested in the business. I'm open to being friends. And I remember saying like, hey, come round to the house, because he lived locally to where I was. I said, come round to the house. I'd love to be able to show you the kind of opportunity. And he was like, okay, cool. I didn't think he was going to say, okay, cool. I think he was just going to be like, nah, I'm not going to come. So I was so petrified. I was so scared that I remember calling my mum and dad and saying, listen, I've got this Russian guy coming round to the house. Like, if you don't hear from me in like 15, 30 minutes, like, send help, because I might be dead. And I remember like the kind of where we were living at the time, the gates opened. He arrived at the house, the gates kind of opened, and I swear to you, he walked up the driveway like this. The ground was shaking, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm in trouble here. And I remember, it was bad. I remember opening the door, and he was like, hello, my name's Sergey. And I was like, hello. Hey, Sergey, would you like to come in? He was like, yes, I like very much to come in. Do you have any vodka? And I was like, oh, this is not going to go very well. Anyway, I ended up having the courage, because I believe, like you, it's moments of courage that will define your business. It's moments of courage that will define your future. So I had the courage. I was like, right, I'm just going to, the worst thing that will happen is he will kill me. No, I'm just kidding. The worst thing that will happen is he says no, and I probably don't see him ever again.
Right.
He said yes. And for those of you who know, I have a Russian wife. Her name's Svetlana. If it wasn't for Sergey, I would never have gone to Russia to build the team over in Russia. And if I had never gone over to Russia to build the team, I would never have met my wife.
Oh my God.
So when I say
emotional.
when I say network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family, I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. So I want to be able to share with. There we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look how gorgeous you are.
She is way out of my league. She is a goddess. And there's Sergey.
God, Dawn.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Wow.
So, like, by the way, well done, team.
That's what I
like,
said.
this team is ridiculously good. We did not tell them we were going to be saying that in any of that story.
Should I cue up something like weird like that? Okay, something's coming, guys. I don't know what, but something's coming.
So how about we get it? Should we get into it and talk about?
Well, yeah, really fast. So I think, do you guys have any questions about what you did during the break that maybe we can pull it full circle for you? Like if there's a couple of things, we definitely have some questions. Okay. And please don't be scared. This is your opportunity to learn. This is your workshop. Mm-hmm. So we have, let me just double check. Okay. We've got, who do you see?
Julie. Oh, she went. Julie
Michaela
Boyer.
Lincoln Meltzer in rooms, I think it's Z1. Let's see. We've got Alicia McPeak.
Z3, Alicia McPeak.
I can't see her name. She's waving. She needs something.
Z3, Tisha Clements.
Um,
How about this side?
okay. Z3. Z3's got a lot. Oh, it went away. I'm sorry. Okay, Z4 Ariel Summers. All right, you want to start with that, and then we'll see if your questions get answered. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
let's
a
do
good thing
that.
good thing to start with. All right, so let's have our first person up. I forget who was first.
Was it Z3, Alicia McPeak? Can we have her on the screen?
Or anybody that we said.
That would be cool. This is so awesome being in this spaceship, by the way. Here we go. Alicia!
Alicia, can you hear us?
Hi guys!
Yeah!
I feel like I'm with you. It's so awesome.
Hug.
Okay, my question is this. I started my Instagram when I was building my house, and it was all about building my house and decorating my house. And I really love that. But I have kind of mixed in my other mission, which is transforming women. Should I split that and do 2 separate Instagram accounts?
So I personally would keep the same Instagram account. What I probably would do though, is I would just do like a block of color as your next post, right? I would just maybe go like a black screen or like a bright yellow screen just to kind of signify like it's the end of that chapter. We're going into something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would keep the same one too. I wouldn't build something else out unless you just have some big hobby where you just love interior design or something like that, right? So since you're saying no, just start posting what you want. And one thing I sometimes do personally, because there's different iterations of who you are, right? There's different stages of you in all of you in each of your lives. And maybe sometimes you'll see as you continue on social media, you'll start seeing things like, oh, I used to love when you posted da. So maybe somebody might say something like, hey, what's going on with the house? And then you could occasionally put something in, but then we'll get into some copywriting stuff later on too. You can get into like, oh, my business has allowed me to transform all this. Here's what the house still looks like. This is my favorite room in the house still. So you can still incorporate. It's still your house, right? Like it's still your house. But I don't think you need to revamp anything. I think this goes back to what Shailene was talking about of just the massive overthinking we do. But I would just go right into onto the next thing. And that's on branding. That's how you find out what your brand is you throw stuff out there and some of it sticks and some of it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that story no longer serves you. Now you're moving on to the next stage of your life and in your business, and that's okay.
And I think like 10, 20, 30 posts after you've made a decision, like that's it. People know you for that. People start following you for that. It's not, I wouldn't overcomplicate it. I would just, imperfect action beats perfect thinking with this. I think just have that kind of like one post and then,
Yeah, great question. Thanks, Alicia.
Okay,
thank you so much. We appreciate you. Next is Jude. Jude. There we go. I love it. Yes, there we go. We see you.
Hey,
How you
Jude.
doing?
I'm well.
Amazing. How can we help you?
Well, I didn't have my hand up, but yes, you can help me. During the break, I focused or tried to focus on honing down on my problem because the company I'm with has a huge amount of products. And I guess what I've come to realize was helping people that have had cancer, because I had cancer many, many years ago in my 20s, and that started me on my health journey.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a good place for me to start?
It's kind of like if I'm understanding your question, right? Do you mind if I?
You go. Yeah, go.
Okay. So the first thing is, how many of your company has multiple products? Can y'all like raise your hand if your company has multiple products? I'm just going to give you a tip that I heard years ago, probably from Eric. Okay. Let's be honest. And it's helped me so much. Identify what your hero product is and make that really 98% of the time all you talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jude, I don't know how you said you have a lot of products. What is your hero product? If there's one product that gets unbelievable results and you're obsessed with it, that's your hero product. That's your lead. That's what you post about, you talk about, you're all about. And then when you have the lead come to you, then you can start saying, you can find out more about the person. Because I'm guessing with your regimen, it's probably not just one product. You can say, yes, I know you're so interested in the Juju juice. I have no idea what you sell. Okay. The Juju juice. And then what I also love to use and it got me the best results, would you be interested in hearing about it? So just simplifying your businesses down to that one hero, like what is the hero product of your company has helped me a ton. And then do you want to take the second half of it?
Yeah, and again, the script side of things, guys, are going to be coming. Like, so if you're like, oh, what did you say? What did you say with that script? I think for me, like, I'm a great believer in, again, like Jessie Lee says, like the hero product, but all those amazing other products that are coming, you can upsell those people, like McDonald's, right? They promote the Big Mac, they promote the, I don't even know, like chicken nuggets. And then they ask like that question, would you like fries with that? Right? Would you like fries with that? So you're promoting the hero product, but then you could also say at checkout or after completion or when they reorder, hey, I know you absolutely love this product. Would you be open to checking out some information on a product that complements that? So for me, it's, I'd like to keep it as simple as possible.
And
it's amazing that you have loads of products, but hone in on one or two.
And then it kind of sounded like you just nod your head if I'm right, and then if I'm wrong to say no. But it sounded like you were asking what your profile should say, because you're a cancer survivor. Right. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. You're a cancer survivor, and so you are trying to figure out who you're trying to attract. Is that right?
Yes, I guess part of it is different pieces, and this was a long time ago. So it's been a journey of my health. So it's not just one specific thing. It's been choices I've made over the years to this day.
Yeah. So for social media, I don't think you need to post specifically. Like, I think some of you were niching down almost too far. I see a lot of that on people's social media. Like, some people will be like, I help moms from age 35 to 37 in the area of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Help that. Like, you don't have to be that specific. So you could literally put something on your profile like, I help people in their journey to better. Like, whatever that, what the heck does that mean? What does that, I kind of like that. Like, and then you can start getting specific when you're having conversations. It goes back to my thing about we need to build an army. If you're almost too exclusive, people are going to look at maybe not your profile, but maybe look at Katie's profile and they're like, geez, well, I don't fit in her, you gotta be, income level this, you gotta be from this background. So I guess let me go find someone else who sells the same stuff. So I think it's okay to be generalized, but also know, really, to Fraser's point, what is your purpose? Who are you trying to serve? What is the big outcome instead of the small outcome? Because you'll be able to serve the masses when you're not so specific. Does that help?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Like, so in love with both of you. I follow everything you guys both do, and I'm just like freaking out over here. So I follow both of you guys, and Jessie Lee, I love your podcast. It has changed my life and my businesses. But for my Facebook specifically, I not only have several network marketing companies, but I also have traditional businesses that I own. And I'm not sure, like on my Instagram, I have each business has its own page. So I have several of them. But what do I do for my Facebook? I find like my followers really don't know what I do because I do so much.
Yeah, so me personally, I would be kind of using your personal profile just for your network marketing business. It's the most duplicable. It's the easiest one for you to kind of get into. It's the easiest one for you to message people. When it comes to business pages, it's a pay-to-play platform, right? So you're going to really struggle with organic reach. And one thing you can't do on a business page is I can't find Jessie Lee Ward and go and add Jessie Lee Ward and say, hey, Jessie Lee Ward, you're amazing. I can't believe this is really you. Right? You can't do that from a page, right? So people have to find you, and you have to usually pay ads. So personally, for your network marketing business, I would just go all in on a personal profile on Facebook, as well as Instagram and TikTok. And with the business pages, I wouldn't necessarily do anything with that. And you don't do too much on a business page, right? You do
No,
everything.
I do darn near nothing. The
Right.
only reason I have a business page, honestly, is because I wanted that real estate. It goes to kind of what Eric was saying, where you want to make sure your name is handled somewhere.
Mhm.
I didn't want anybody else getting the Jessie Lee fan page,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I snatched it up. But I really don't do anything on there. I've never ran an ad or anything, so I can't help with that. But one thing I will speak to, Ariel, is I don't know what companies you're involved in. I don't know anything about that. And thank you so much, by the way. It was really nice what you said. I really appreciate
Yeah.
that about the podcast. But I will tell you guys. And if Eric were out here, he would hammer on it for 15 minutes. So I'll keep it short. He would tell you focus on one network marketing company. He would get up on here and he would go into a whole thing. I've been around for 30 years. Let me tell you what, I've never seen anybody get to the top building more than one. Like he would go on so I'm going to do that. That was my Eric tirade. My mimicking of him
was
is
good.
not that great. But listen, he would tell you it's just not, when you're splitting your time between all kinds of stuff, you might just think it's your time, but it's your energy. Like if you just for a second think about which one are you more passionate about? What is exciting you the most? Because what you'll start to run into, if you haven't already, are things like this company's putting out a promotion, and then you confuse it with this company. Oh God, wait, hold on a second. Which one's doing what? And then your team's kind of like, can I go to you with that? And oh wait, which one has oh, okay, hold on a minute. Or then the company has this company events on the same, then you pick company events, which one you're gonna go to. Like it just turns into like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know what the decision is for you, but I will tell you, if you focus in on one thing, just focus. Just focus, you can explode something. And it's not to say you can't be a loyal customer of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like if you come to my house, like Fraser's been to my house, like it's like I own, like I don't know what company, don't put your company you represent in the comments, obviously, but like I probably have your company stuff, and he probably does too. Like all I use is network marketing products. So like y'all see it probably all over people's, our Instagrams. We're always using network marketing products. They are the best, but that doesn't mean you have to represent them. And I think that if you do focus in, this answers the question about your Facebook profile as well. You're going to see a lot more engagement because a confused mind does nothing. And so you're probably having less people interact on your stuff because they go, is that the oil company, or is that the shake company? Is that the makeup company, or is that the skincare company? Is that I don't know what she's doing anymore.
Yeah. What's next?
Yeah.
And you'll get this as well a lot from family and friends. So what are you doing now?
Oh.
Because they don't believe that what the next thing. So it's like the next thing. I also know that from where I live, we live very close to Aintree Racecourse, and Aintree Racecourse holds the largest fence horse jump track in the world, called the Grand National. Right, the race is called the Grand National. My dad used to always say to me, he said, "Fraser, you cannot win a horse race riding two horses." Right, you got to pick your horse, and you've got to. There we go.
So
you got to
good.
pick your horse, and you got to keep going and going and going. And yeah, touching on the other. Hey, I'm a network marketing addict. Like I think I have products from like 30 different companies at least.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I absolutely love it. But yeah, pick one, go all in with one. In my opinion, it might be a bit of a decision for you to do that, but it'll be well worth it. So we appreciate you. Good to see your face, your smile. Oh,
We
look
love
at
you.
that. That's awesome. We love that. Love that. Yeah.
Let's do, who else had a question? Because we kind of lost people. Sorry about that. So hands up again if you had a question. Want to do Tahira Ogletree
What
in
room?
Z3. Tahira Ogletree. I hope I'm saying your name right. Tahira? She's very excited.
And I love the energy, by the way. Like, I'll give you guys one tip while we're waiting here. Is if you want to really be on this stage, like go nuts when if you've got a question, go absolutely nuts. This is great. We love you for that. But like the whole
We see
single
it, yeah, for
person
sure.
Mexican wave is it's amazing.
By the way, Tisha Clements and Z3 will come to you next, okay? I see your comments. We got you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Thank you all. And Jesse, I absolutely love you. And it's so ironic. You have responded to me on social media several times. So that means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll talk about that later too.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Listen,
sure.
my question is, I have a platform that, first I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I have an organization that helps with families with domestic violence. And the products that I sell, I was able to marry the two together. So I want to know what should go in my bio. Because currently I did what you guys said. It says helping individuals and survivors of abuse live healthier lives and financially independent. Follow me. So I kind of wanted to know if that is the verbiage, is that the direction I want to go, or should I lessen it a little bit more?
Mm-hmm. What's your initial thoughts? Like, what's your gut instinct telling you that right now? When you've got that written out, when you're reading it, how do you feel about it?
I feel maybe a little bit confusing to people.
Well, if you feel that it's confusing and you know the message behind it, everyone else will find it confusing. So if you're not reading it and being like, oh, that's it, like I feel good about the future here. Like when I read mine off that we shared earlier, I'm getting fired up all the time. Because I'm like, let's go. This is how I'm going to help people. So I always believe with feelings. I believe feelings are your friends, thoughts are your enemies. So I would like for you to write down maybe 3, 4, 5 different ideas. And the one that makes you feel fired up the most, that's the one that I would be going with for sure. I would follow that feeling. What are your thoughts?
And then I would just say, first of all, thank you for sharing. It's a big venue to say something like that. So I love that. I love it. It's so powerful. So is there somebody in the space, not network marketing, but is there someone in the space of working with domestic violence survivors that you are very inspired by? Like, is there somebody who's doing the hard work, not in network marketing, but you just love the message they put out there. You love how open they are. You love how they speak. You love whatever. Like, is there somebody that you're thinking of, maybe a big profile on, that comes to mind?
Not necessarily.
Okay. It's okay. So the reason I'm asking is because something that can be really useful when you're building out your social media bios is inspiration from other people that you're like, I'm so aligned with that. Like, I love how she speaks about body positivity and overcoming. Oh my gosh. It's just, I feel like it's something I would write. Have any of you ever felt like that about something and somebody, you're addicted to their Instagram. You watch every story, every post. You're like, God, I love that person. That guy's awesome, right? Don't plagiarize, but it's a great idea to go get some inspiration from other people where you're like, yes, I love how she says, like, I'm making this up, by the way, so you'll have to, like, it's on the top of my head. So, or I'm like on the fly, but something like, I love how XYZ influencer says, I teach women how to go from victim to victor. Follow me to find out more. Like, I love that language. That might not resonate with you at all. Okay. It just came to my head. Right. And it's just, when you find people you're aligned with, you can start to take, you're doing it anyway. If you find those people, you're adopting their language. He says how do you open your lives? You go, hey. And I go, LOL. Like, it's funny. We both have our things. And as we coach people, we start to hear them say, hey, LOL. It's just an example. It's what we do as humans, right? So whoever that person is, maybe it's Gloria Mayfield Banks. You love how she explains it, right? Or whomever inspires you. Marina obviously talked about not physical abuse, but still domestic abuse. Maybe something Marina says connected with you. And I would use that to write your bio. Does that help?
That does help. Thank you so much. Thank you both.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Show some love. Yeah. Big tune.
I love this song.
Big tune. Oh, yeah. All right.
Just like this.
Tisha Cummins.
Tisha Clements, how are you?
Hi from Sweden. I've been following you guys since December. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for everything you're teaching.
Thank you for staying awake. We appreciate you guys so much. Are Are you like many, many, many hours of night at this point in the year? Or are you many, many hours of dark?
No, day. It's
Okay.
actually very sunny right now, but
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
I'm actually from Spain, living in Sweden.
Hola.
And I have a kind of weird background. I decided to start building on YouTube as the main platform. And I got kind of famous on the platform because I made a bunch of mistakes. I was
Have a
focusing on teaching about the product and I got kind of famous. So I have 65,000 followers on YouTube.
No,
Most of them,
nice.
Good on ya.
yeah, and a lot of them are cross lines because they get free education from me. And I'm kind of switching gears. I want to talk more about the business. And the big problem I found is that YouTube is not duplicable. So my team is getting all these crazy ideas. Oh, I need to be really good on video in order to succeed in this company. And it's not true. So I'm like, now, should I stop posting on YouTube altogether and just focus on fit?
I'll cut you off and say, hell no. Okay, you do not you do not fix what is not broken. Okay, so if that is your big lead gen currently, that the only reason we didn't really speak to it, we both have YouTube channels. We're both monetized on YouTube.
Yep.
We don't have 65,000 followers.
Nope.
It's a big source of lead generation for me though, so I do keep putting them out, but. No, you don't. I didn't even let you finish your question. I just had to cut you off. So then now you can finish your question. Do not stop what you're doing. Okay, now continue.
Okay. Well, that was the question. Like, should I stop it or not? And then I get kind of freaking out because it's taking so much time to put up content. And then I keep hearing, and in the Success Summit the other week, Fraser, they were telling you about using LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, LinkedIn sounds interesting. And then I have to start doing TikTok as well. And maybe Clubhouse as well. And it's like, oh my goodness. And I have a team of 2,000 people. How am I going to handle this? I have a life too.
Yeah, no, and hey, I get it. So first and foremost, well done for actually creating content. Like, that's amazing. But you've obviously then generated a skill of being in front of a camera. Like, you're clearly comfortable in front of the camera now. So I'd just be doing what you've been doing on YouTube as Facebook Lives, as Instagram Lives, as Instagram Stories, shortened versions as an Instagram Reel. Like, you've got that skill. And again, I would really focus in on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. YouTube's amazing. And I still believe that it's an underused platform. But as you said, the duplication of it it's almost impossible.
Hard.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this. The reason I'll give you guys the insight. The reason why I'm on this stage today is because in 2017, I made a decision every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Maybe some of you guys on here were on those. Tuesday, 9 p.m. UK time. I just did a Facebook Live talking about a how-to based thing, like how to build your business, how to close, how to follow up, how to do this. And every single week, I just did it and did it and did it. And my community, it wasn't in a Facebook group. It was on my profile. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on my profile. And about a year and a half into it, Eric Worre himself sent me a friend request. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when I was living in Germany. I elbowed Svetlana. I was like, Eric Worre.
I screenshot mine. Did you screenshot yours?
Oh, yeah.
I got my Eric Worre screenshot.
I blew it up. It's like duplicated wallpaper in the house. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Right? So I couldn't believe it. And he said, hey, I've been told a lot about your social media. And he was tuning in. He was coming on them most weeks. And he was like, this is awesome. And then he invited me to his home. And then he invited me to GoPro. Then he invited me to another GoPro. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I just made a decision to go live once a week for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a week. That was it. That was all I did. And I sucked. I was the biggest loser on live video ever. You've probably got way more skills than I have when it comes to video. You got 65,000 followers. I don't, right? So in some ways you've got me beat and I'm so happy about that. So I would be doing what you're doing on YouTube, but just a live version of it. And then if you want to...
I'm doing live now. I'm doing lives Monday through Friday, just 10 minutes, but now it's more like lifestyle tips for like living a balanced life and things like that. And I'm going using one of these tools. So it goes live on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook page and Facebook profile all at once. So I'm trying to be efficient.
Good.
Yeah. I think I would Instagram live as well. Like if you're able to do that, it's like 100%. You crush it on Facebook Live, Instagram Live at the same time.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into some tactics and stuff. I annihilate live
I look forward to it. Thank you. I have a very simple how-to question, because you mentioned in the cover photo on Facebook, if you put a link, it gets to be clickable.
Yeah. So
Is it just for people to click on the link, or is the actual picture getting clickable, because it's not working for me?
yeah, you can't make the picture clickable, unfortunately. But what you can do is you can just have the button that says like click here, like maybe even like brackets link in the description, whichever it might be.
Okay.
And then you can edit the description of the photo. And then you
Got
can just
it.
put like click here to get your freebie, or go to my channel or whatever. And then you enter the link in there. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
You're
you.
awesome.
You're so good.
Thank you.
Let's do one more from Z2. I'm sure she never gets called on because her name. Okay, so Itsu Hunwa Ahmad Sun. I want to know your question.
And did you get it right? Because I think you did really well with that name.
I
What
always
was
try
it
to do the
again?
names right here.
Z2?
Itsu Hunwa. Z2, yeah. Itsu
Yeah.
Hunwa Ahmad Sun.
What a great name. I love that. Oh. I just
There
about to
she
get you
is.
up.
She's
Hello.
gorgeous. Look at her.
Come on.
Hey, do not get picked, because my name is really tricky for a whole lot of people. So thank you.
How do you say it? How's the right way to say it?
Izuhunwa.
Well played.
Izuhunwa?
Yes.
Ha!
I mean, like, that is a great name.
Beautiful name.
And you have the letter Z in it, which just gives you bonus points.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what can we answer for you?
So my question would be, when you're using the fit platforms, I mean, we've heard so much about the having to narrow down and just pick a niche and focus on posting around that. Now, are we supposed to do that across all the platforms, or could we just maybe decide Instagram is where we want to talk about just our niche, and then the other platforms, at least we can make it a little more diverse? Do we have to narrow down on just this very specific thing on all three platforms? Or at least could we maybe choose one and then play around with the others? What would be your best advice?
I love that you're asking this because we're about to get into a whole bunch. This is such a perfect transition question because we're about to get into how you actually find people on social media.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, each platform I do believe to be a little bit different. So we're going. Oh, sorry. So we're going to get into that for sure. And so maybe we'll just jump right into that if you want to. Are you cool with that? If we just go into the next part? Yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome. We appreciate you.
You set us right up. I knew I asked the right person.
All right. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. So get into the.
I think so.
All right. Cool. So let's talk about lead generation on social media. What we're going to do, I need you to get a blank piece of paper for you to be able to do this exercise. All right. Make sure you got a blank piece of paper. I'm going to come over to the Elmo here. I always feel like I'm offending this amazing technology because, like, literally, we are in a spaceship and I'm using what could be known as like a horse. It's like a horse in a spaceship. I think that's how Marina said it when we did this. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw like a cross like this. So the page is separated into 4 different sectors, right? Sections. And what we're going to do here, we're going to do this 4P exercise. And I'm going to give you the titles of each box, but I want you to start almost instantly filling in the boxes when you see when I see what we put when we put in these boxes here, right? And we're going to use this as the kind of master plan for you to be able to then go onto the different platforms to find people based on these things. All right, so here we go. The first one are like people. So these are people you look up to, maybe authors, celebrities, people in the network marketing space. Maybe it's Eric Worre, Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, any of these people. In fact, do me a massive favor in the chat. Just let me know. Some of the people who come to mind who you look up to, like the Tony Robbins, the Bob Fraser Brooks, and Jesse Lee.
I love you, Simone.
You guys are the best. We appreciate it. Dean Graziosi, there we go. Oprah Winfrey, John Maxwell, Elena Cardone, Teresa Harding, Jim Rohn, Stormy Wellington, Jesse Lee, Robert Kiyosaki, Bob Proctor. I love it. Right? Cool. Write them all down. Write them all down, right? Because we're going to come back to it in a minute. Now, you could have 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. I would go with as many as you can. And you might need to add to this list as you go, right? As you go. Some of you guys are eating and I'm super hungry and I'm like, oh, you know, if you could just feed your food through the camera screen, that'd be awesome. Right? Oh, he's brilliant. Right, okay, second thing. And you guys, I would love for you to let me know instantly, like in the chat, the places that you want to visit, like cities, like try and go with cities. So I nearly said the Maldives, which is not a city, right? So New York City, Paris, London, Milano. Someone said Sweden before, Stockholm, right? Portugal, Spain, all right? Dubai, yeah, come to Dubai. Paris, Italy,
Milan.
Bora Bora, Peru, I love it.
New Zealand,
Oh, this is such a
Ireland,
wide,
Dubai,
like a lot of Dubai as well. Austria, Switzerland, Jamaica. I want you to write these down. I want you to write these down. If you can get specific with like the city, right? That would be even better. All right. Third one. This is a really good one, and you'll see why when we come to it. Products. This one is gold. When we come to showing you how it actually works with this, I want you to write a Christmas list to yourself of all the products that you would love to buy, right? Guys, it could be anything really. It could be a Chow Chow dog. It could be a Chanel handbag. It could be Gucci trainers. It could be the new iPhone. It could be a belt. It could be a man, if that's what you really, really want, right? Put it on there. What are the products that you want? A Mini, all right, a car. Yeah, we can put a car. What kind of car? A Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Mercedes, a BMW, a Volvo, a Volkswagen, whatever, a mansion, right? Put it on. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. You don't have to it's not like, can I put a Ferrari on there? No, put it on. Put it on. So the fourth one is passions. All right? So what are the passions that you have? What are the passions that you have? You got a passion for dogs. You got a passion for travel. I'll tell you a really weird story here. A really weird story about a friend of mine. He came to me and said, Fraser, I've got this really weird passion for lamps. I was like, lamps? He was like, yeah, like desk lamps, side table lamps, like all like weird kind of lamps. I was like, okay. He said, I've got another passion, a passion for women. And I was like, okay, so you've got a passion for women and you've got a passion for lamps. He said, yeah, but it's not two different passions. It's like one combined passion. I love women who love lamps. Now, at this point, I'm kind of freaking out thinking, this is a little bit creepy. But he tried to find groups based on what I'm going to share with you in a minute. But he tried to find groups on Facebook, women who love lamps, and he couldn't find any. So he created his own group called Lamp Lovers. Created a group called Lamp Lovers, and in 13 months, he got 1 million members in this group. And he had this pool of people. Right? Lamp lovers, I'm not joking. Lamp lovers, right? Don't try and find it. I promise you, it's not, you don't want to try and find it. But the passions, it does not matter what your passions are, go and find those people, because now, if you imagine you look up to Tony Robbins, you look up to Eric Worre, you look up to Oprah Winfrey, and you go and find people who have the same interests as you, great, like-minded people. Chances are you've got something to talk about already. When it comes to places, imagine if your dream trip is to go to Bora Bora and someone's posted about going to Bora Bora. What can you say them? Tell them, say to them, ask them, hey, I'm thinking about going to Bora Bora. What resort did you stay at? What about products? We'll talk about the exact scripts, but imagine if you see someone who has hashtag Chanel handbag. You could reach out to them and say, like, I love that post you made about the Chanel handbag, right? And then passions and interests. So now that we have these 4 things, I want to kind of jump in onto Facebook, and maybe we can do Facebook first and then Instagram after.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So I wanted to share with you the Facebook side of things on how you would use these people, places, products, and passions for you to really find the people and what to do once you've found those people, so that you never have to worry about generating leads ever again. So let's go people. So I'm just going to let's go with Tony Robbins. Okay. Now, a lot of these people have big pages. Okay. So Tony Robbins, 4.2 million people have liked this page. Okay. So I'm going to go in here And a lot of people make the mistake of kind of just going in here and being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to add everyone who likes the post. But what you can do is you can go into any of his posts, go into the comments, and now we're going to have all these different comments of people who have made a post on Tony Robbins' post, right? Kind of straightforward, kind of simple. But a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, that's great. They're cool. All that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to be commenting on that post, right? I'm also going to comment. And one of the hacks that I'll tell you to do, this is kind of a weird hack, but I'll show you. I probably shouldn't have clicked that. I'm going to write a comment. Oh, there we go. This is awesome. Right. And let's go heart. Let's see if we can do that one. Bang. Okay. This is awesome. Heart. Now, once you've made the post, go ahead and give your own post a love heart. It feels weird at first, but I promise you, when these posts have massive amount of comments, you'll see it says most relevant. And the relevance is based on the amount of emotions or the amount of emojis that the comment has received. So you can see this one, from ashes to new, has 162 kind of emojis on that comment. Well, that's why it's at the top. That one's got 6, that's why it's higher. That one's got 4, that's why it's higher. So by straight away loving your own comment, as weird as it feels at first, you've got a great chance of being seen a little bit more. Now, what I'm going to do is I've found Tammy. So I want you to utilize and implement what I call find add message, FAM, find add message. FAM is short for family. Right? What did I say earlier? I've said it a few times. Turning strangers into friends, friends into family. Right? So we found Tammy Rolfe. We add Tammy Rolfe, and then we message Tammy Rolfe. That's it. That's all we got to do. Now, some people will say these things, right? They'll go, yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? Isn't it a bit weird message, like adding strangers? And yeah, it's completely weird. But then you've also, if I asked Jessie Lee, like, hey, what was your commission last month? She would tell me a very, very, very weird number. Because that amount of, that number going into someone's bank account is weird. It's weird. Choose your weird. You either get weird, right? Or you allow that weird to stop you from getting those weird commissions. So who wants to do weird activities to get weird commissions? Give me a little wave, right? Are you prepared to do weird activities to get weird commissions? All right, good. I'm very happy about that. But guess what? You still won't be hitting that add button. Now, I think I did this at the GoPro event, but I want you to put your hand at 45 degrees. I want you to do it right now so I can see you guys. Kathleen Curry, I see you. Emma Tier, hey, Emma. I want you to, yeah, there we go. Lovely, nice little wave there, awesome. Deborah Lee, all right, cool. Now I want you to put the hand in front of your face at the 45-degree angle. So 45, just twist it round, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to show me your index finger. Okay, give me a little finger wave. Hello. Oh, yeah, lovely finger waves, cool. And then after 3, right, I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, go. When I say go, I want you to do that. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. And do it again. 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 Right. That is how you add someone. That's how you add someone. You press the button. You click the mouse. Is it hard? No, it's easy. It's easy. You can either go work on a construction site or in a restaurant or as a waitress with your high heels on, busting your body, or you can just literally break your index finger for a little bit. Bang, 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 bang. Easy. So the second question people will ask is, okay, when I add someone, shouldn't I wait for them to accept my friend request before I send them a message? Does anyone think that? Like, and be honest with me, like, shouldn't I wait for them to accept? Okay, good. A lot of people do think this. So let's think about it in real life. Let's think about it in real life. Imagine you're at a bar. You're at a bar, you're at a pub. I don't know how that's going to sound. You're at a bar, you're at a pub, you're at a restaurant, you're in a hotel lobby, whatever, and you're just drinking your tea, you're drinking your coffee, you're drinking your beer. And I come up to you and I just stare into your eyes and I don't say anything. I mean, And I just, you're probably going to think, and if that music was playing in the background, even better, right? But if you're going to look, you're going to look at me and think, wow, this guy's really weird. You might throw your drink in my face. You might spit your coffee at me. I mean, I need some spitting tips after that COVID test that I was having, because that was a nightmare. It was real bad. That was intense, man. That was like real intense. So as soon as you add someone, you've got to send them a message right away. 99%, this is crazy, 99% of friend requests are not followed with a message. 99%? Be the 1%.
Yeah.
Be the 1%. So I found Tammy. I add Tammy, and straight away I send Tammy a message. Straight away. But now the next question, which some of you guys might be thinking, is, what the heck do I say? What do I do? What do I say? I found someone. Yeah, I've added them, but what do I say? They're going to think I'm weird. Some people are going to think you're weird. But do you want those weird people in your team? Nah. Where are the people who are prepared to have a conversation with you? I'm a great believer, and we live in a very connected world full of lonely people. We are so connected, but there are people out there waiting and dying for someone to reach out to them. As network marketers, our phones go off all the time. Ping, 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 ping. New message, WhatsApp message, Facebook message, Instagram message. But the people who aren't in our business, they're not like that. And when they get a notification come through, they're freaking out. They're telling their husband, oh my God, crack open the champagne. I've just got a new message. Woohoo! They're celebrating that. Not everyone, but a lot of people are. So we find Tammy, we add Tammy, we message Tammy. And here is the 3-step message. And we're going to go more into scripts another time, but I want you to be able to have this script that you can kind of fill in. So at least when we tell you to go out and do this exercise, you can start doing it. All right? So, hey, name. And don't send name to them. Change the word name to Bob, to Mary, to Sarah. And if you copy and paste, make sure you don't call Dave Sarah and Sarah Dave. It's awkward, right? So, hey, name. That's the first thing. Very simple. If you can write, hey, Leif. Hey, Leif, by the way. Long time no see. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Hazel. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Matt. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Jenny. That's part 1. Very simple. Part 2, how you found that person. So, hey, Tammy, I loved the comment that you made on Tony Robbins' post. That's it. That's it. Just tell them how you know, right? So, hey, Tammy, I loved that comment you made on Tony Robbins' post. And if you want to give you a chance of a better chance of them replying, just go and love Tammy's post. Takes, 0.7 seconds to do that. Okay, so now she's got a notification from me, and she's got a friend request from me, and she's about to get a message from me. Right, so, hey Tammy, loved that post you made on Tony Robbins' page. Third point, ask a question. Questions create conversation. So the question is going to be something like, how long have you been following Tony for? Would love to connect with you. How are you? Have you ever been to UPW? Now, some of you are cringing because you're like, oh my God, I would never ask that. Then find a way where you can kind of follow those three-step process for you to be able to reach out to as many people as possible, right? So, hey, Tammy, how you found him, or how you found her, sorry, and then ask a question. Very, very, very simple. Now, the next question you might have is, but what happens if they don't see my message? Give me a little quick wave if you've ever had that. You've sent people messages, but they just don't see it, right? Kind of normal, right? Jeff, I see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good, mate. There he is. Lovely collar t-shirt you're rocking there. Lovely. There we go, repping. All right.
Okay.
I need the
I know
answer
they
to that.
broke these kind of weird, huh?
That I need the answer to that question.
You might get it. Hang on.
That happens to me all the time.
Let's see. It's so funny because I'm not seeing everybody's chats. I don't get it. That's Ollie. I guess he wants to be a part of what we're doing today. Ollie, Ollie.
Tammy's post and say, hey, Tammy, love this comment. I've just sent you a message, right? If she accepts my friend request, I could send her another message to say, hey, Tammy, I sent you a message earlier. Or if she has an active story, meaning that she's posted onto a story, I could engage in the story. Hey, Tammy, love this. I sent you a message a few days ago, a few hours ago, a few minutes ago. But that's all you can. Don't worry about the people who aren't replying. Worry about the people who are replying. Now, another thing that I would love for you to do whilst you're doing this is give yourself a tally of how many people, give yourself a tally. There we go. Hey, name. I love the comment that you made on Tony's post, and then ask a question. But I would love for you, every time you do a find add message, you find Bob, you add Bob, and you hit send on the message of Bob, I want you to give yourself a 1. You do it again, a 2. You do it again, give yourself a 3. Because you should get about 20%, 15 to 20% of the people who you send the message to should reply. Only 15 to 20%, right? Only 15 to 20%. But you've got to do it. If you're not find add messaging, how are you going to grow your list, right? You can do it through attraction marketing, which we'll talk about a bit later on, maybe tomorrow. But this is how you do action marketing. The word action is in the word attraction. The intention has to be for the connection. Conversations come before commissions, right? Have I mentioned my product? No. Have I mentioned my business? No. My intention is literally just to connect with that person. So that's how we do people, right? It's kind of simple. It's kind of straightforward. Can any of you guys see yourself doing that? Right? All right. Some of you guys are going to do it. Lovely.
And just on that really fast, like some of you, I could tell. No. You don't have to go anywhere.
I need water.
Oh, you need water. I was like, come on, Mr. Dry Mouth. On this over here, like some of you, I could see were like, oh my God. Some of you were putting it in the chats too. I was reading them. We're like, I could never say that to those people. Then don't go on Tony Robbins' page. That's not your people.
Yeah.
Like I could literally see it in your face. How many of you were like, I can't. Then all the things you said that you're into, and maybe that's what you need to brainstorm on. Maybe somebody over here was talking about how they like crystals earlier, and somebody was talking about how they love travel, and some people were talking about how they love cats, and some people were talking about how they like painting. Those are the groups that you go in then. You don't have to go on a Tony Robbins page then. You don't have to look on Tony Robbins things. You don't have to look at Dean Graziosi. You don't have to look at any of those people. But maybe you're really into law of attraction. Then go in a law of attraction group. And then when you message them, you can be like, I feel like we're very aligned. It's like the law of attraction. And they'll be like, wow. No, I'm kidding. Okay. But like whatever your thing is, so I used to do this outreach all the time. Okay. This is something I used to do constantly when I first started getting on social media. I'm very into travel. Very into travel. Oh, well, even before I couldn't travel, I was like not in a position to be traveling. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna have a big international team, la la la. Okay, and so I went and I joined a bunch of pages and groups of people who liked to travel. And he's gonna get into that in a second, I think, as well. So I won't spoil anything. But those are the people I was comfortable having a conversation with. Does that make sense to everyone? Like I had no problem messaging somebody who had done the in Turkey. Anyone ever been to Turkey before with the hot air balloons and all of that? Has anyone seen the photos of these things? Oh my gosh. Ching has. She's going like this. Okay. So like it was not weird for me to message the people and say, where did you stay? Yeah. That this is your hotel, that all of these hot air balloons were just outside of it. Like it wasn't weird. So if you see travel is very easy for me to get excited about. If you see a gorgeous mountain range, whatever it is that excites you, and you message them, oh, this is Switzerland. Then you start having a conversation. When did you go there? Like, what do you do that you live in Arizona, and you're in Switzerland, and then you went to Austria, and then you went into Germany. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you can have normal people conversations because you're aligned. The whole point of this exercise he's talking about is a lot of you are doing business with people, or you want to do business with people, I should say, that it feels effortless. Like, we're very good friends. If he were a network marketer still and we were in business together, it would feel like we wouldn't feel like we were working.
Right.
And that's the whole purpose of finding your people. You don't need to find Tony Robbins people if Tony Robbins is not your cup of tea. I saw some of you earlier about the cussing. You're like, I don't even like him. You know, like, then you probably wouldn't want to do business with Tony Robbins people.
Yeah.
Is this everyone's understanding? I just want to clarify. Find your pages. Matt gets it. Anna Marie gets it. Diane gets it. Awesome. So Tony's a perfect example, but find your people. Your business will be a lot more enjoyable when you do. Whew.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's super true, and it's a great segue onto the next part, which is places. So I'll tell you this, guys. So when I was building my business, I found a group that was Visit Australia or Travel Australia. I think it was Visit Australia. And I was like, oh, it'd be great to have an Australian business. Like, that would be super cool. They speak English. I speak English. They're good fun. I like to think I'm good fun. And so I started going into the group. I started to use this process in the group, right? So I was finding people in the group. I was adding them and I was messaging them saying, hey, Bob, hey, Mary, I saw that you were in the Visit Australia group. I'm thinking of coming to Australia next year. I can only go to one city. Where would you recommend? That was it. That was the question. So, hey, name, how did I find them? And I asked the question. That's all I did. And I recruited.
Write that down. Like, I don't know if everybody wrote that down. Like, that was a kill. I mean, it's not even a script, but it's a script.
That's it.
It's being normal. This goes back to too many of us are overthinking. That's so normal.
Yeah.
So normal. Like, how many of you, can you guys put in the chat where you're watching from, by the way?
I would love
to know, because
Yeah.
I feel like we've got a really cool blend going on.
I'll repeat that script in a minute, but
UK, Germany, New Zealand, London, Ontario. Oh my gosh. Norway, Canada,
Mexico,
Massachusetts, Virginia, Orlando, Rhode Island, Miami, Canada. So everywhere. Portugal.
everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Melbourne.
Texas.
Literally every time zone, I'm pretty sure we have covered.
I love
Singapore is on here. I love it. So
cool.
to that point, how many of you, I would like to know, has anyone never been to America before? Like, if you've never been to America, can you put no in the chat? I just want to see. See, I knew it. I knew it. A lot of you.
Yeah, okay.
Agna, you're an arts. You better get over here, girl. That's my girl. Okay, so a bunch of no's.
Agna.
Lots of no's. Have you ever thought about okay, here's another question.
I love that.
Those of you, or any of you who are not American, would you like to have an American team in your network marketing company?
Yeah, because you guys high five at Walmart, right? High five, join my team. High five, you're in.
Woo, you're in. Okay. So don't you think it might be beneficial then? I mean, we can talk about it posts. Well, we will in a minute. All kinds of stuff. I'll just give it to you now. Whatever. I won't tease you. Okay. What if those of you that applied to, that exact scenario I just walked you through, what if you just asked your social media, hey, considering going to America once the whole panini, aka pandemic, dies down, where are the best places in America to go?
Yeah.
Make that status. It'll go freaking crazy. It'll go nuts.
Well,
and then you can do this exact thing. You can start messaging, right? Messaging all of these in these groups like he's going to talk about, and all of these now Americans are going to look at your page and be like, he's building business in America? What do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, these are gimmies, guys. Gimmies.
And that's it. So what I was doing is I was reaching out to people in the group, and we'll come to groups in a minute, but I found this page, this group. I was reaching out to people. Hey, Bob, I saw your post in the Visit Australia group. I'm coming to Australia. I think
I'm related to him.
That was pretty much it, yeah. I'm thinking of coming to Australia next year. I only have the time to come to one city. Which one would you recommend? That was it. And I was getting people response and I was having conversation. And then I posted into the group, right? That's where the attraction marketing kind of came in, was hey guys, I'm coming to Australia next year. I only have the time to go to one city. My choices are Sydney and Melbourne. Which do you recommend? Go. Well, this caused a riot. This caused a riot in the group. The Sydney fans or the Sydney lovers were like, Sydney's the best, don't go to Melbourne. The Midney guys were like, Melbourne's the best, don't go to Sydney. So the Gold Coast, yeah, right? Yep. So I was then going and replying or messaging the people who replied saying, yeah, thank you so much. I definitely think I'm going to be going to Melbourne. I was going to people who said Sydney, thank you so much. I'm definitely thinking of going to Sydney. Where do you recommend I stay? So again, another question. I recruited a bunch of people. And then I went to the admin of the group and was like, I just want to let you know that, I know I'm going fast through this, but I just want to let you know, thank you so, so much for creating the Travel Australia group. Compliment, right? Compliment. Thank you so much for creating this group. I've booked my trip for next year, and I'm going based on the members of the group. I know exactly where I'm going and where I'm staying, and I'm super excited about it. How are you today? That was it.
Because that's the great connector. Whoever that admin of that group is, those are your money makers. Those are your influencers. Mm-hmm. Those are the people who really control what's going on in those pages. So that, I mean, he kind of like went over that really fast. I hope y'all like caught that. My ear hears things a little differently, maybe because I'm like advanced social media. But I was like, I know what you're doing there, man. I know what's going on in that Visit Australia group. Yeah, I'm on to you.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. But that was it. And the admin joined after a few conversations, and then they were starting to post into the group, and then yeah, everything was amazing. So it's the same principle. Just go and find, like the Maldives has a page, but what I'll do is I'll type in the Maldives, which by the way is incredible. Go to the Maldives. I've spelt it.
We're missing an L.
Yeah. See this jet lag, man. Like. Woo, there we go.
I feel like you partially live there, but
yeah.
Anyway.
But here we go. Look, we've got pages, so we can click on pages, and it's going to show me all the pages based on the Maldives. We can go on groups, and now we've got all the groups to do with the Maldives. This is exactly how I found that Travel Australia group. Now, side note, was the first group that I found the one that ended up working for me? No, it was like the fourth or fifth one. But you can go, and this is why you have to do this exercise, the people, the places, the products, and the passions, so that you know exactly where you're going to go into. It's super important. So that again, that's what I would be doing with travel. And you mentioned the
yeah,
tips
and a
scripts
couple
on
things
travel.
I'll like say about this too is don't get super excited about the number of people that are in the groups. I think sometimes what people do is they look at that and they say, oh, this group only has 7.3 thousand people. This one has 41,000. This one's got 40 million. You see these gigantic groups. It's about the connections. And so even if it's stuff like, a dog mom group, you can get super, super specific when it comes to groups. And I've built my local market through groups. So I'm not even just talking about international market. Like I built it based off of the dog parks in Frisco, Texas. Like I literally joined all of the dog park groups in Frisco, Texas, went every single one, and then would find out like the times that the people would go to the dog park, create relationships with them online. Hey, which dogs? Oh, you have those dogs. Okay, I'm going to the park at this time. Perfect. And then from there, it was like I would actually watch and see based off of their profiles. Oh, well, I really like Karina. So she says that she likes to go on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Like, then I show up, because like, I mean, it's their strategy behind all these things we're doing is really all I'm trying to really emphasize here. It's not difficult. And something I want to say really fast is obviously this is a big attraction thing. And so I see some comments in the chat about, yeah, DFW in the house. That's right. I see some comments about like, whoa, wait, hold on. Where does it go from there? This is why, and we had a conversation yesterday with Eric about this. I think starting in 2015, we went very, very heavy on attraction marketing. Yeah. Would you all agree? Anyone been in network marketing since 2015 or earlier, where it was like, don't put your company name anywhere. I don't want to see that logo. You need to send people on a wild freaking goose chase. it just doesn't really work anymore. And I think some of you might be getting a little frustrated in your business because you have been around for at least those 5-6 years now. And you're starting to see maybe people going to other teams. Anyone seen this? Like you quote unquote lose a recruit to somebody else and you're like, what? And then you message them. They're like, I didn't even know you were I didn't even know. Like I knew you did something, but not everybody has time to go on the goose chase. So this is to kind of wrap together that point from earlier today about putting, name it, whatever your company, XYZ company in your bio. When I was saying, I don't do that. I'm still very loud about what I do because I don't want, I'll tell you just honestly, since we're all friends here, there was one person, she ended up in my downline anyway, but she joined someone and I saw the name pop up on my company app and I'm like, that is my lead. What? Like, that is my lead. And I messaged her, I was like, girl, what the heck, Lisa? Like, why didn't you join me? Like, don't you know that I sell that product? She goes, no. Like, what do you mean you didn't know? We've been talking for like 2.5 years. Yeah, we've been talking. Like, I like you. You're really cool. And I mean, I thought you were like a business coach or something. I didn't know. Like, you're very motivational. I didn't know what you did. I'm like, oh my God. And so those of you who are just so heavy on attraction, this is like my wow, heed your warning. Okay. You don't need to be the Pamela Anderson, little Fraser line or anything like that. But if you have a profile that is appropriately set up with the bio, with the cover photo, with the good profile picture, with the intro thing or whatever the heck, it's called intro, right? Yeah. With your intro section, with posts about business and opportunity and product occasionally sprinkled throughout, when somebody does a quick 7-second swipe or whatever, Shailene was talking about on your page, they know there's an opportunity. So no, you didn't go spam the Maldives people, okay? You started a conversation with them. A lot of the times in these groups, if you're having a conversation about an underwater bungalow, like it costs more than $5 to stay at an underwater bungalow in the Maldives. Sure. These people are probably like, let me see who this person is who wants an underwater bungalow. Okay. Woo. What do? You live in where? Hold on a second here. Right. You do what? CEO of, hold on a second here. Whoa. And that's how it all comes together. So I just wanted to answer some of these questions around this. Like, where do you go from here? These people, this is why we talk about this being a leads game, not just a sales game. Join this group right away. I'm kidding. That's why we talk about it being a leads game, is because not every single person that you're friending from these groups is going to become your customer or is going to become your promoter. It's not going to be 100% conversion rate. But the more people you do this with, the more likelihood it is that you will start converting these people.
Yeah, for sure. And to answer the questions on the scripts as well, we're going to come to that. Like, we just want to make sure that you are able to go and get 5 leads today, 10 leads today, 100 leads today, depending on how fast you want. We're going to come to the rest of it. Now, side question. When you do join some of these groups, some of them are public and you can join right away. Some of them are private, right? So you click on this one, and the one we got on the screen, the Overwater Bungalow Vacations, it will ask you, like, look at this one. Question must be answered. No advertising products or services allowed. No member can be contacted in the group or PM. I agree, right?
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
Yes, we agree. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we would never listen to the last 20 minutes of training.
Yeah. Submit, I'm in, right? And then they're going to approve me in. Now, for those of you who are stopping by these people, the worst that's going to happen is that they remove you from the group. But there are thousands and thousands of groups on one place that you have on your list. There are thousands and thousands of groups on the products that you have on your list. Don't worry about getting kicked out of a group. You're not messaging these people saying, hey, Karen, saw your post about the Overwater Bungalow Vacations. I've got a great way for you to make more money so you can go on more of those trips. Click my link down below to get my Linktree link down below and let me know when you're on the other side. Whoop, thumbs up. Like, you're not doing that. You have the intention for connection.
Like, how many of you, clearly I'm like the softie, okay? But how many of you have felt like a combination of embarrassed and like just so insecure because you did get deleted from a group, or somebody, or like, you know, an admin removed you and you felt like, God, I suck at this. Thank you, Radka, for being honest. Jashiri is being honest. Thank you for your honesty, Robin and Sydney. And like, okay, don't. And the funny thing is, in these big groups, guys, they don't remember deleting you, okay? So those of you that are in like health and wellness, and it's these groups with like 4 million people, you know, like in like their Mediterranean diet groups, or their keto diet groups, or their, you know, I don't know, all carb groups. I don't really know, whatever. These groups, they don't know you, okay? The admin did not go, let me just put this person in my Excel spreadsheet, like never to be seen again. It's not happening. No one's doing that. Add yourself again and tell your teams. Like, I know a lot of this, y'all are leaders. Tell your teams what's normal. Not everything about network marketing is sexy, I gotta tell you. And a lot of them, not a lot of you raised your hand and said, I'm embarrassed. Most of you are like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Your new people do care. They're having panic attacks. I'm serious. They're having actual panic and anxiety attacks. I got blocked from the Maldives underwater bungalow. Okay, you just have to be like, girl, who cares? Boy, who cares? Re-add yourself. They don't remember anyway. You have to have that posture around it and just keep adding and adding. There's literally millions of groups.
Don't worry about and hey, if you are, here's what I'll say. If you are getting removed, if you're sending the right message, you're doing something right, right? It should be a goal. I'm going to get removed by 10 groups today because I'm going to go out there and be a beast at connecting with people. Now, if you're getting removed and it's because you're sending links to people and all that, let's stop that, right? Let's stop that. But again, when you're added into these kind of groups and they are staying at one of these water bungalows, a great thing. Hey, Jessie Lee, love that post you made in the Overwater bungalow vacations. Do you mind me asking what resort you stayed at? Was it great? And what are you going to have a conversation about real quick? Where they stayed? What was it like? Would they recommend it? Right?
And you can contribute to these groups. So this is really easy. Since these should be groups that you actually enjoy being part of, be a contributor. So one of the groups I love, and it is a big group, anyone who likes to travel and is a woman, feel free to join it. It's this Girls Who Love Travel group. There's like,
can I find it?
Find it. Girls, it's just like Girls Who Love Travel. I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Like 1 million plus people. It's huge.
I'll find it.
Or Girls Love Travel. I think it's called, it's big.
It'll be there. It'll be
find
there.
It. Okay, I can bring my phone over to you. Maybe they like blocked you because it knows you're a man. Who knows? It's like, no, because it's definitely GLT is what it's called. But anyway, you'll find it.
Anyway, this is huge.
The point being, this massive group, and I do travel a ton. Let me give you my phone so you can find it. But
I just love for you guys to be able to see it on the screen.
Yeah, I mean it's massive. So when I do travel, which I obviously do a lot of, I actually contribute to the page.
Nice.
So you don't just have to be, just Girls Love Travel. Look, you can't find this?
Oh, wow. Yes, because I'm obviously not allowed in there. I've probably been blocked from it. Not that you can be, but
you might be. Well, we can connect my phone too if we need to. It's just Girls Love Travel. Maybe try capitalizing the love like it is and maybe it'll pop up.
All right.
So anyway.
You crack on.
Point being, so like Hawaiian Islands, I go all the time because I'm Hawaiian. So when I go, I know all the cool spots. So I get all the really cool photos and I post these really cool photos in there and I get really, really good followers. Right? Or when I went to Spain, I was taking all these really awesome photos of Spain. When I spent all of June and part of July in Italy, all up and down Italy, especially during quarantine, okay, this group was popping. Like anytime I travel, I'm contributing. Again, I'm just using travel because I love travel. But if it's food and you're in a food group, don't just go and post and comment and do what he's saying, contribute, you'll get a bunch of followers. You got a good recipe. If you're a food person, perfect. You have a skincare transformation, follow the guidelines of the group. Maybe it's a post, maybe it's a video, maybe it's whatever, and you can show your skin transformation. Just get creative. But when you contribute, you'll get even more people to friend you first. You first.
Yeah, so exactly with the action, you're reaching out to people in the group. Don't reach out to just the members, reach out to the people who are actually engaging. And then obviously the attraction side is you contributing in there as well. I'm going to give you before we kind of get into the other two, I want to give you a little kind of hack for those of you who've got like a seasonal product. Maybe you've got a good product for Valentine's Day, or you've got a good product that you can sell at Christmas. With the people who you're already friends with, some people in their profile, I'll show you this. I don't have it in mind, but some people on their profile will have here in a relationship, engaged to, married to, and it will have their partner's name, right? So this, I can teach you this from the male's point of view, right? Men struggle to buy gifts. A lot of men struggle to buy. I'm not going to talk for all the men. The cameramen are all men. I'm sorry, guys, already. All right, making us guys look bad. But a lot of guys, like 24th of December is probably International Men's Shopping Day, right? That's when we do all our Christmas shopping. So if a woman approaches me and says, I'm friends with your wife, I don't know if you've got your shopping done for the holiday seasons, but I would love to be able to recommend you some products. Would you be open to that question? I'm saying yes all day long. I'm like, yes, I need ideas. I can't read her mind. So you go into your friends' profiles where it says in a relationship with, or engaged to, or married to, and it has their husband's or their partner's name. Reach out and ask. If you want to do like a 5-day campaign with this, go for it. But it can create a ridiculous number of sales in a short space of time by doing that.
Love it.
Yeah. So let's go into products. So with the product section, we've got, are you guys following this so far? Are you guys getting some ideas of what you guys get? Yeah, look at that. All right. I love it. My post was declined by admin. Congrats. All right. Post something else in another group. Okay. So let's talk about products. Now, I think the products one works better on Instagram. So maybe I can All right, let's see if I can share my screen here. Are you?
I think
you're okay.
What do you need to do?
Guys, Jessie Lee, I think is sharing.
Oh,
her screen.
I'm hijacking.
Yeah, well, let's go maybe onto Instagram.
Yeah, I was just going to show you. So like, here's some examples of exactly what I'm talking about.
Great.
So like, I just went and searched inside of this Girls Loves Travel group, and you can see, right? And like, all I'm doing is adding value. And so people have commented, they've asked questions, right? Here's, like, these are actual drone video I took of like whales, in like off the coast of Maui. People were freaking out. This is me. Like, okay, this is a better one. Here you go. This one's really good.
Nice.
Do you see how it's a call to action?
Love it.
So this is really me for real in Scotland. Is there anybody from Scotland on here?
My name's Scottish, but I'm not from Scotland. Yeah.
That's okay. Here you go. I don't see any Scots on here. All right. Oh, Ann Fisher's texting me. Wow, big money. All right. So, so this was me at Rosalind Chapel. I stayed in Scotland for 2 weeks or whatever. But I was obviously looking for people who love to travel because we have something in common. So I'm asking, oh, what has happened? Why did it just go to Fraser?
Ooh.
Oh, wait, do I need to? Oh, my phone. We'll bring it back.
All right, I'll come back.
So anyway, right at the top, I do a call to action. Any recommendations for a 30th birthday girls trip? Would be looking at early November. I'd like to stay somewhere within 5 to 6 hours, flight time, difference of Eastern Standard Time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and so people commented like crazy. So when you're in these groups, you can do, I don't really need any more right now, but that's perfect. Thank you. You can do tons of calls to action as well. So that way they're coming to you. I'm big on leads coming to me. I'm big on leads coming to me. I'm big on leads coming to me.
When you were starting though, were you still getting leads from attracting them like that? Or were you actively going out and reaching out?
Yeah. So I had to do, okay. My business, sorry, technological difficulties. So when I started, difficulties. Perfect. So I actually built in person for 4.5 years before I ever went online, right? So that was my whole thing to begin with. And then I've never been a cold messenger just because it gave me like, oh God, I'm gonna barf. Yeah. But I definitely added people. For sure, I was adding people. And then I was very heavy on social media when it came to attraction in general. So like, We can jump into that if you like. We can kind of segue a little bit into some of the live stuff since we're being pretty heavy on Facebook right now. And I'm
exactly. That's where I'd love to flip around with the kind of products and the passions on how to find. Because I think when you go onto Instagram, searching the hashtag for the things that you want to buy and asking for other people's opinions of what, hashtag different dog breeds. Right, hashtag Chow Chow. I love Chow Chow dogs. Svetlana won't allow me to have Chow Chow though. We live in Dubai, so it's a little bit difficult, right? But I would use the search this. Are we good with this one? Right. Yeah, this. That's not mine.
What do you need?
My phone.
Instagram or?
This is your. Yeah, this is mine. Oh man. All right. Let's share this one. All right, we're sharing, right? Oh no, you're sharing. Okay.
What do you need?
We're on Instagram, right? So if you maybe just make a search.
Okay.
And then we can search for like a product that, guys, give us some of the products that are on your kind of wish list, some of the things that you would love to buy or to have in your life, whatever it might be. A bibkini. What's a bibkini?
I don't know.
Let's try it. A bibkini. Hashtag bibkini.
A Lamborghini Urus.
Yeah, let's do the Lamborghini Urus.
Let's do that one.
Oh yeah, you've got one of those Lambos.
I do. That's the exact one I have.
I mean, I've misspelled Lamborghini.
What do you want? Tags?
Urus.
What do you want?
Urus.
I spelled it right. Oh, I spelled it
Urus.
wrong.
Urus.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, then you go tags. And then it's going to be able to show you all the different posts that have mentioned this product, right? That is a nice.
When I do this, by the way, you'll probably say the same thing. I don't actually pay attention to top so much, guys. I actually click over to recent.
Me too.
Okay, so we do the same thing.
For sure.
Shocker. I should follow this. I own one. Here we go. All right, so now I'm following. So, oh, look at that blue. Sheesh.
That is yeah, all right.
It's actually prettier up there than it is down here. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm distracted. Look at the booty on that thing.
Gold.
All right, so okay, here you go. I don't know what you were gonna say. So go ahead. Go.
So like, let's say it's on your list, and you wanna start up a conversation with someone who has one of these cars or items. Then I'm gonna go onto one of these posts. Let's try and find what's not a video, and I'm gonna reach out to this person. Luxury cars worldwide. If it's a person, it's probably gonna be better. So cars, but this is a way I'm gonna find someone based on a product. Christian Louboutin shoes. I think I'm saying that right.
No, Christian Louboutin. What's
Louboutin? See, I'm European and I can't even say it, right? But I'm literally finding Bob or finding Mary, and I'm asking her, hey, Mary, I love that post you made about your Lamborghini Urus. I love that post you made about your Christian Louboutin. Louboutin. I think that sounded French. That sounded a little bit French, right? Christian Louboutin.
The French on here are like, oh God, this is hard.
Yeah, my French. I'm sorry, Frenchies. My French is shocking. Do you mind me asking? You can just ask a question about it. Do you love the car? I'm thinking.
Okay. Here's an example, like this. Okay, so you could message somebody like this and say,
done.
Hold on. These wraps are crazy. Where are you based?
Right.
Oh, you can't see mine.
You guys can't see that.
What do I keep doing? Did I do something wrong?
Yeah, I think it knocks it off when it goes into sleep.
Okay, sorry.
It's all good. We'll get there.
I have a sleepy phone. Okay.
But again, having these lists of products and reaching out we're good, yeah.
Okay, here.
It's important.
Well.
And some products, it might be a little bit harder. Like the cars, you might find like dealerships. You might find just car enthusiasts, right? But if it's more like, you could search for dogs. People like pet owner. I love your dogs. I'm thinking of get one. What's the temperament like? Right?
When was this posted? 3 days ago. Okay, and it's getting good engagement and it's still frequent. So I'll say.
Nice.
I'll be like that. Or sick.
Yeah, guys, don't get overwhelmed by the speed of her texting. I promise you, one day when you get to see her do this in person, it will freak you out because it's like
everything's fast.
It's like.
Let's see.
But it's not difficult. It's not.
West Wales. Let's get more business up there. Let's go.
And it's not just the person who's created the post that you can message. It's all the people in the comments of the post that you can message and reach out to too. We're kind of flooding you with different ideas here because there are so many different ways for you to generate leads on Facebook or Instagram. You can comment on the post if you want, but I would also message them. Remember, you find someone, you engage with them or add them or follow them, and then you message them. Right?
Yeah.
All right. And I think the last one is passions. Now, passions will be the one that will be most straightforward, I think, for a lot of people. The travel one is great, but if you've got a passion for dogs, you find a Facebook group about dogs. If you've got a passion for travel, you can find a hashtag for travel. You can find a Facebook group for travel. It's not difficult, but again, you need to complete this exercise. You need to complete this assignment so that you have those people you can tune into.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Should we do?
I'll also say, like, on Instagram, I mean, there's a lot I can keep talking about. So on Instagram, I'm a really big fan of hashtags. So let me make sure I don't think my screen is sharing. So hold on a second. Or maybe it is.
Yeah, you're sharing now. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So you can actually follow hashtags for those of you that don't know that. All right. Sorry, I'm switching between profiles. So if you don't already know this, hashtags that you follow, like I follow network marketing as an example.
Love it.
So as you can see, it says up at the top, following. So if I've ever like randomly commented on your stuff, it might be because you were in here, just so you guys know. So a lot of the time I go through here and I mean, obviously not everything on here looks legit. Not everything looks good. This one, okay, I don't know who this person is, but this is someone who is obviously trying.
Yeah,
so I'll say something like this, okay? So who's this one? Cute.
That said, this is awesome, by the way. That's how fast she is.
Oh, yes, I'm very fast. Oh, and that's not America. I like it. Okay. Let's see. What's this one? Took some vitamins, changed my whole life. That's what I'm talking about, sister. Okay. So, like, if you've ever been like, Boss Lee commented on my stuff. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. This is strong. Fire. Like, I just boom, 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 boom. Because these are network marketers.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Network marketer, and it's not even trying to recruit these people. Yeah. Network marketers, we just said we each have like 30 different products in our household. Network marketers tend to support other network marketers. And sometimes it's nice to have allies. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's nice to have people who comment on your stuff when y'all say, okay. So I do. So somebody was with me yesterday. She goes, oh my gosh, like Jessie Lee, like you, like in every crack of your day, you're basically messaging your whatever. I'm like, yes, I am lead sourcing all day. Oh, look, our face. I saw our face. Oh my God, come back. I have to comment on whoever that was. That's somebody on here. I already know. It's gotta be. Come on. It's gotta be recent. Somebody did it. Did you see our face? I saw it really fast in the corner of my eyeball.
Guys, let us know in the comments has been your favorite idea when it comes to lead generation so far. Which one can you see yourself doing more, the most when it comes to these different ideas? Let us know in the chat if you can. Yeah, find our messages it's like the core point of it. You find someone, you add someone, you message someone. Right, commenting. So you're just gonna comment.
Can I do my 3, 2, 1?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so something I do on Instagram as well. Hold on, let me get my screen back because I keep closing it and then la 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 la. Okay, so how many of you have somebody that you just love? Like there's someone you just love follow. Julia's probably watching this. You love following. Anybody? Okay. So I have a 3-2-1 Instagram thing that I do. It's not the same as my 4-2-1. I know I'm like the little ratio number acronym queen over here. It's how my brain works. But 3-2-1 just simply means if I find someone, I'm gonna try and think of somebody. So I don't know. I should just pop in my head, but we'll say Gloria Mayfield Banks. Okay. Or no, we'll do Lisa Nichols because she's not a networker. So Lisa Nichols. Okay. So here's Lisa Nichols, obviously her page. People, if I feel aligned personally with Lisa Nichols, then people that are also aligned with Lisa Nichols are also going to be personally aligned with the same kinds of things. So what I do when I say 3, 2, 1 is I'll click on Lisa's thing. I will go down to her comments. Okay, now I'm personally connected with Lisa, obviously, but I don't know if these people are, okay? So I don't need to message Lisa. This is what you're gonna do. I go to people's comments, just like Fraser was talking about. I look for a comment of somebody that, okay, I like this. This right here. I don't know. Okay, so 3, 2, 1 just goes, okay, hold on a second. I already know what company that person's in. So I do. I saw somebody's profile picture. I do. All right. So this is it, baby. Thanks for this reminder. I like the comment. Here we go. All right. Whoa, that's a big page too. All right. All right. Okay. So 3, the first thing that I do is I click like on 3 things that I actually like. So this is actually beautiful. I love it.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. Also beautiful. Love it. Third one. Let's see. Great. She's also in shape. 2 comments. Here we go. Babe, I look hot. Take me on a date. I asked for what I want. This. Oh, a post. Oh, she's too popular. Bad example. Gosh darn it, Jessie Lee. She's got these limited comments. Okay, so it's 3. Write this down. I'm just going to tell you how it works. Mm-hmm. It's 3 likes. It's 2 comments. It's 1 follow. And then it's unlimited. I just watch their whole stories. Okay, so I would go, and I'd probably respond to some. So like, okay, here we go. Okay, this person's a terrible example. This person, you can't even respond to their stories. So that person is very strange. I don't know what the problem is here. But anyway, normal people, most people, you won't click on like a celebrity or something, all right? So does that make sense to everyone? 3 likes, 2 comments, 1 follow, and then like the forever symbol. Just watch all their stories, respond to several of them. The whole point would be a normal person would notice, like, wouldn't you notice, Jennifer, if somebody clicked like on 3 of your things, commented on 2 of your posts, followed you, and watched and responded to your stories? You'd be like, what? Most people would be like, what? That's normal to react, okay? Your whole point, if you're trying to source leads, is you could do that from that network marketing page. I also follow Network Marketing EU. I follow, man, I'm giving away all my secrets. Eric, you know I love you if I'm giving away these secrets, okay? All right, I follow Network Marketing UK. It's a hashtag also on Instagram I follow. It's why I'm engaged with so many of you probably, all right? But I'm always on there. I'm always on there. And it's not just network marketing hashtags I use, right? Women in business, entrepreneurship, etc. A lot of that different kinds of stuff is really useful. I loved what Shailene said about making sure that on Instagram you're paying attention to content that would go viral. That's very shareable, she was saying. A lot of those things, there's great entrepreneurial pages that I would follow if I were you. And I will tell you, and I'm just going to show you this on my Instagram really fast. This is how another way that I get so many followers on Instagram. 1 sec, I'm just going to wait for it to do its little share thing again. Any second now. On all of my posts, there we go. I'm fast, okay? On all of my posts, there's something that is you might not think it's a call to action, but I said this in my keynote the other day. It is a call to action. So all I'm talking about when I talk about a call to action is something that makes people comment. Okay. So if you see it, I write this caption, ship some, took some. I'm just excited over this tissue paper, honestly speaking, LOL. It's obvious my personality. Today's been an incredible day. Spent all day with Eric Worre, Fraser Brooks Online, planning an amazing social media summit that starts tomorrow. What do you think I got? Mm-hmm. What do you think I got? That is a call to action. There are 216 comments on this post because people were, they're guessing stuff, I bet you. They're probably like, shoes, a hat, more for you, right? I hope you got the shirt. It looks so good on you. Gifts for your team. Things to give away. Someday I'll get a Louis. You bought the top and the slides, right? Because they're also watching my stories, right? So that's a call to action. On here, look at this one. This one's even better. So I know is it playing the music? Whatever, it's cool. So it's playing my music over on Fraser's things. So I said, today was a gift. Where did you watch from? 823 comments. I just watched Pamela's face, like her mouth fell off. She's like, what? I didn't say drop info if you want to do business with me. I said, where did you watch from? Mm-hmm. Because the more people are engaging on your page on Instagram, the more you show up in their feed. There's a lot of people complaining about Instagram's algorithm. I don't know. I'm not really having issues, guys. Probably because I'm always making people comment. Right? And then let's see what this one is. Let's see. Yep, here we go. I was like, oh gosh, I hope I wrote a call to action. Yeah, as if I didn't. Okay. So anyway, I wrote this really nice caption, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, do you like the neon yellow? Well, 1,113 comments. Guys, Like, okay. It's
No,
just
live
that they're commenting. Okay, and look, on everything, I'm asking if you're not registered, it's free. Did you go? Drop a heart. I do a lot of the time. Here we go. Will you? What was your biggest takeaway today? Your past does not do this. Drop day 1 below if today's your day. For like, you're getting the point. I think a lot of you think you have to write something that's super, super difficult. It's not. It's not. None of these. All of these have something. Right? If you want info, drop info. 311 comments. Come on, guys. Like, it's just getting people to engage with you. We just need more people to talk to you, because more people talking to you is more conversations. Oh, I just closed that for no good reason. I'm sorry. I'm going to open it up one more time. Woohoo! It's habit, you just like slam the phone shut and whatever. Something that I love to do to also get more engagement on that is after I post something, and I know I'm probably going really fast. Okay, but like that's kind of what I do. All right, you can watch the replay. So like this was my most recent post. This is a couple hours ago, right before we started. I know you were just training on this on maybe Success Summit about how carousels are. All a carousel is that you have more than one photo. Because when people stay on a post longer, Instagram goes, oh my God, she popular. Yeah. All right. So this one's really good, but I already reposted that. So do you see the arrow, guys, where it's the heart, the comment, the arrow? Add post to story. You can like move it up. You can also tap the photo if you don't know that, and it'll show like different versions.
A little hack on this one.
Okay. Yes.
Put it on the right side, like in the middle, like further to the right, so it cuts like half your face off. Yeah.
That's so rude.
Yeah, they keep doing it. Right.
God.
Now, what do you think when people try to skip the story? They click on your face.
High five, mate. Yes.
So for those of you who know how Instagram stories work, when people try and skip the story, they can't actually go to the next story unless they click the face, and it will come up and say go to the post. It's just like a little, for those of you who use Instagram stories, then you'll understand that. If you don't right now, don't worry, because you'll have that tip written down for when you come to that stage when we talk
and
about it more.
I know I just did that really fast, but you guys make sure you're utilizing stuff up underneath that little box at the top. Okay, anything that Instagram puts here, they want you to use.
Yes.
Okay, so I just grabbed a GIF and I grabbed the little slidey heart thing. That's all I did. Use as much of this as you want to. You can't really use too much of it. All right. And the newest thing for those of you that maybe you've noticed this, maybe you haven't, and I will post it actually, but I'm gonna show you the Instagram's newest thing right now. Oh, it won't let me do a video because I'm on my phone.
Oh,
turds. I bet I can do a boomerang though. Of course I can. Oh, but that doesn't matter because I want to do captions. You can't. Okay, so the newest feature, I'm going to still post that because that's funny. So the newest feature when you go under GIFs, for those of you who haven't already noticed, or not under GIFs, but the newest thing now is when you're posting something and you go under that, you're going to see something that says closed captioning. It's actually, will you open it on your phone? I'll just take like a video, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like you open it and then, yeah, we're going to do a little hacking over here for you guys. So like, go make a story.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hold this.
Well, it'll be fake or whatever. Well, no, it won't be. No, you can't do it either because you're screen sharing. Gosh darn it.
Wow.
I'm turning yours off. Hold on. Boop. Bye.
We're in the spaceship.
Okay. I've hacked Fraser's phone. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So we're going to hit the little button. You have a Dubai phone. What is wrong with you? I'm over you. You know, I'm trying to train here. And this is just really grinding my gears, guys. So usually right here where it says questions, you're going to see a blue one that says closed captioning. It's the newest feature on here. I'm still going to upload this on your story. All right. So, but it'll say closed captioning, and that is Instagram's newest feature. Okay, and so if it's a new feature, that just means Instagram really wants you to use it, okay?
And for those of you who maybe are like, how many things did she just click there? Don't worry, we are going to cover the whole content creation stuff and what to say to people and what to be posting as well in depth tomorrow. But we just want to make sure that you there we go. We just want to make sure that you know like how to find someone, how to add them, how to message them.
Use the Elmo, he says. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hacker. Hacker.
The guys here are smart.
Oh my God.
They
So
are
good.
super smart.
Okay, can you guys?
Oh,
Wow.
we're upside down.
Okay, so I have to say, I'm going to do a story really fast, guys, okay? This summit is amazing, and I know Fraser and I are both super grateful to Eric Worre for letting us take over the town. Okay.
You might need to turn it around. You might need to come from this way.
Oh.
It's upside down. Yeah.
Okay, good. We see?
Yeah.
Yay.
There we go.
So here, do you guys see this now? Closed captioning. It does it for you. Okay, now, as you can tell, we have some spelling errors.
Yes, my
So
name
I'll show
is...
you this too. So all you do is tap on it,
Oh, thank you very much.
and it's spelled to Eric Worre. They think we're worried.
Eric Worre.
And the other thing is, and I just also want to mention this just because this is very much so Jessie Lee Hart right now. Again, you know this by now. I've said it 8 times already during this training, but I'm very big on empathy and inclusion. It's just core values of my personal organization. We have a gigantic deaf team. And so think about the different ways that you can include people that maybe you can't personally relate to. Zoom now has closed captioning. Yeah. Instagram now has closed captioning. When we get to TikTok, there's closed captioning. And also, even if you don't have a deaf team, think about how moms and dads, if you have babies, I want you to put something in the chat. If you have babies, yes, put babies in there. Like babies, or yes is fine. You don't have to put babies. Okay.
Need quiet.
They do though, right? Like
Right.
if the baby's sleeping, you still, maybe you have the free time.
Mm-hmm.
You can read it. Like how many of you will read you would read the TikTok, you would read the Instagram story. Mm-hmm. Think about how many more leads you can reach if you do that. And then something I always do, it's very big for lead gen for me as well, is who's in a product-based company? Is anybody in a product-based company? Just out of curiosity. I know not everybody is.
What sector is your product in, guys? No names of companies or products. What sector? Skincare, beauty, wellness, health and wellness, travel, lifestyle. I like it.
So I will
Variety,
say,
nutrition. I love it.
very big for me is the use of Instagram stories. Okay. So if you're connecting with all of those different people on your Instagram, like we talked about, you're commenting on their pages, you can 3, 2, 1 as many people a day as you want to, right? This is just lead gen. Okay. From there, my Instagram stories are selling so much product. It's unbelievable. Because every single day I have my product mix-ups in my story. So ask yourself, skincare ladies, and men, are you putting your skincare routine in your stories? Health and wellness people, are you doing it? Fitness gear people, are you wearing and showing off your outfits every day? Whatever your companies are you showing it? Are you showing the results in your makeup routine? My makeup ladies, hair ladies, and men, are you doing the hair, right? Just showing people. I actually just realized I'm not going to show you mine because it's not appropriate. So I was like, let me just stop what I'm doing right now. But show people. I really like to use the time lapse feature.
Oh,
So if you're an iPhone person, time lapse. And if you're not an iPhone person, I have an app for you. It's called Hyperlapse. You can download an app called Hyperlapse. It's free. And it'll speed up your entire process because I'll just be honest with you, nobody's going to watch your 7-minute skincare routine. All right. Or if you're be like 40-minute. But anyway, okay. We are going to give you scripts. I swear we're going to close your people for you.
Yeah.
All right. But it's so much of this attraction when it comes to all of that. You want to go over passions, or did we do passions?
Yeah. Well, passions again is the same process as the kind of like places. So travel passions, dog passions, anything. Find a group. Find a hashtag, find a page, and communicate with the people who share those passions with you. Now, one of the things that I noticed, Jessie Lee dropped so many nuggets in that I'm even
I'll write some
making
stuff
melting notes.
down. It'll
But
be for visual people.
amazing. So one of the things that I noticed was anyone else thinking, if I could just get 5 comments on a post, Jessie Lee's got 1,000. If I could just get 5, if I could just get 10, if I could just get 20, all right. I see you guys. All right, Ching, I see you. All right, I love that. Completely understand. And I think in order to get a lot of love, you got to give a lot of love. So before Jessie Lee was showing you how many comments she was getting on her posts, What was she doing before? She was commenting on other people's posts, because in order to get a lot of love, we need to give a lot of love first. Think about it. We love our kids. Your kids love you because you showed them love before, like first, right? The reason why we love our parents is because they showed love to us first. Okay? So it's very, very important to do that. So as she's writing these down, I want you to also, I want to share with you a comment strategy, just so you have a little bit of structure of what you can do. And when we have like a short break, or when we go into a breakout room, do we have the ability to go into breakout rooms in this session? Yeah, perfect. Because we want you to actually do this. So you might be thinking like, oh, I can't see myself doing this. I promise you, if you find that message, 1 person, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, in the next 30 days, you'll be such a beast at this that people in your company will be saying, hey, can you teach these methods to the rest of us? Because you'll be light years ahead of them when it comes to social media, finding leads. I can't express it enough. You're going to be so far ahead just by knowing this process, so far ahead. So this you're writing down, call to action.
Yeah, just somebody said,
Nice.
what's the app? Cool.
Perfect. All right, cool. So here's the comment strategy I just want to kind of give you guys. And I touched on this at GoPro in December, but it's the 5 by 5 by 5. It can be the 3 by 3 by 3. Obviously, Jesse Lee gave you an amazing strategy with the 3, 2, 1. But this is, I want you to go to your list. Where is that? Oh, it's here. There we go. I want you to, again, go and find posts, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, 5 groups or 5 hashtags, all right, based on the people, places, passions, or products. Then, so 5, we've got 5 hashtags or groups, right? Then I want you to go and find 5 posts, and I want you to write. I want you to comment 5 words or more on those posts. That's it. And again, if it needs to be 3 hashtags or 3 groups, 3 posts, and 5 words or more, it should always try and be 5 words or more if you can. Just more meaningful, chance of it getting liked more, and the more people like that comment, the higher it goes to the kind of feed when it's on most relevant. But do that every day. Just do that once a day, and I promise you will start getting more loves and more comments on your posts, because social media works. You got to give it before you get it.
This is what the Hyperlapse app looks like. It's the one with the circle. I saw somebody's question about that. So Hyperlapse, that's what that looks like. Okay.
I think, should we go to a breakout room and spend maybe 15 minutes?
Yeah, what I would love for you guys to do though, can we just give them a really specific directive? Because I know some of you, who feels like you're being fire hosed, like in a good way, but you're like, my brain is like, oh my God, this is, okay, can you do us a favor? Like, wait, are we friends? Can we see if we're friends? Like if we're friends, will you put your hand up if you're like, we're friends, yes? Oh, thank God. I was worried like there's a delay in the friends.
I am so happy about that.
Okay, look, if it's really good for you, and if you feel like this has been worth your like when we're done, like don't do it now, it'll be awkward, right? But if you felt like it's been worth your $10,000 of your accelerator course, make sure you let Eric know somehow. Because look at that, I love it. Y'all are like, oh my God, we're not even halfway done. Yeah. We're not even halfway done.
No,
like we haven't touched TikTok, we haven't touched scripts, we haven't touched like so much. So we're killing it, man. We're killing it.
Hey, I tell you what, you guys and your energy is keeping me. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning my time zone with this jet lag as well. So I appreciate you guys so much. And you might have gaps that need filling. You might have holes. You might think like, but like some people in the chat were like, I don't understand how to convert yet. We haven't even got to that bit yet.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's always coming. You're going to know exactly what to post. You're going to have a plan with that. You're going to have all of that. And I know we keep saying it's coming. It is, right? And we're super excited about that.
We want to set you up properly, though. So for those of you that maybe are like, oh my God, just give it to us. Let me tell you, we don't want you to go viral yet, because you don't have the scripts to close them yet. So if we tell you exactly what to do, and then, Tanya gets 10,000 comments and she's like, oh my God, I'm unprepared, then you'll be mad at us and you'll tell Eric to never have us back again. So we're preventing our own demise by setting you up and structuring your businesses. So I would like to give you exactly what to do
Yeah.
in your breakouts, and you guys can help each other out. Okay, your crew members, by the way, shout out to you crew members around the world who are
Yes,
helping
crew
this.
members.
It's awesome. I see Veronique
Elizabeth.
over here.
Elizabeth
where else?
Jeffries.
We have
See
Elizabeth
you,
Jeffries.
Elizabeth.
Yes, we see
Come
you
on.
guys. Deb Jackson, crew over here. Just huge shout out to all of you. And I know it's
Awesome.
getting late, like he was saying, across the world. So those of you overseas that are still up, we really, really appreciate that. I know
German
I
and
know it's
Spanish
rough.
friends you were talking about. earlier
Yeah,
as well.
our Germans we love. So I don't care. Like if it were me, I want to ask you an honest question. Have you bragged yet that you are here? And not that you have access to us. That's amazing. Like, we love it. We're human too. We like the like, woo woo. Okay. That's probably our inner child. Dr.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Shefali would say injured inner child. Okay. but like, not for us. Have you bragged on yourself for being part of this? Because if you haven't yet taken a selfie of this or propped your phone up on something or grabbed your kid and said, take a photo of mom and dad right now, like you're missing out on social media opportunity.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So let's do a little game. I'm prepared to do a little giveaway here just for fun. How about we do a boomerang? You and me are just going to do something crazy. These guys can boomerang it on their Instagram. Tag us on Instagram, and during the breakout, we'll pick one of them and give away something fun.
Yeah, but
why
you're
not?
going crazy in the background, or else you're not.
Why
gonna-
not?
So why don't
So-
we have a we'll do that. Well, let me give them their assignment, and then
Yes.
we'll do that.
Yes, for
I
sure,
won't forget.
100%.
We'll have a crew member do
Yeah.
our boomerang of us with all of them in the background. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
So then, because we're gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm getting excited. Okay, so I want all of you to take a photo. You can do a selfie. You can do a self timer. You can grab a child. This is in your breakout. You don't have to do it right now, like at this exact second, or you can. That's okay. If you're like, I'm an overachiever, I'm gonna do it now.
Let's go.
That's fine too. Okay, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to write a caption. And remember what Fraser said earlier, your Facebook followers aren't the same as your Instagram followers. So during this breakout, you can repurpose this content on both of these platforms, okay? So take your photo, write your caption. This is like a quick copywriting thing. We'll get into more later. You want to be emotional in your caption. And some of you are like, I'm not an emotional person. That's not what I'm saying. Something that evokes something in people. Like I'm proud of myself for showing up today. It is 5 a.m. and I am still here. Okay? Something like that. Or I'm showing up for my kids, or I invested in myself and my future. Right? That's emotional. Something fun. Okay, so something like, I didn't expect it to be these two crazy clowns all day, but I'm loving it. Okay, or whatever. I don't know. We're kind of funny. Woo. And then you want something that is specific. Something that's specific in your caption. So it could be something like, I had no idea that all I needed to do was specific, a tactic you learned. So people go, oh, wow. And then something really kind of aggressive, like I've never been more sure of where my business is going. I invested $10,000 in this program, and I'm telling you right now, I am hitting top rank, right? Or it doesn't have to be exactly that. I'm just trying to formulate a caption for you, because what I've just done is I've hit all the color personalities
I was just thinking that.
in a caption
I'm
that
like-
took 2 seconds.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Okay, so I've hit all the color personalities. Write it to be your own. And then at the end of it, or the beginning. So at the end of the caption or the beginning, whatever sounds best to you, you're going to write one of those questions. Here's a really good example for those who were like, I swear I am just not creative. Please just spoon feed me, Jessie Lee. Okay, I spoon feed you, okay? It could be something like, have you ever invested in yourself before? Or something like, when was the last time you did something for yourself and you felt a little selfish, but it was worth it? Or when was the last time you took something so seriously that people thought you were a little nuts? Or something like, when are you going to take the next step in your life? Or something like, drop a heart if you're part of an inner circle mastermind. Drop a heart if you're into personal development. Drop a smiley face if you've ever been part of a small group like this. You guys see what I'm saying? So you start getting those comments. We want you guys to get comments. We promised you leads, didn't we? Didn't we promise you leads? We have to deliver. We gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, it could even be like, comment, I am a winner down below.
Yeah, comment, I am a winner.
I'm a winner. You can message someone and say, hey, I heard that you're a winner. Like, I would love to help you out further. There's so many different ideas, but 15 minutes on the clock, make it happen. Let's do
Are
that.
we doing our boomerang?
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. You guys get your phones out, and even if you don't know how to do it, go over onto Instagram, right? Messy work, remember? Go over onto Instagram, and you should be able to. I wonder if I can use the Elmo just to show this, just so you guys know exactly what to do
show 'em.
here. Let me do it this way. Let's go. Okay, right. So you're on Instagram, and by the way, guys, my Instagram might look a little bit different.
Oh, and
because
do you
it's
guys
black
have a
background.
hashtag for this mastermind so we can make sure you're tagging Eric in your posts. Make sure if there's a hashtag for the mastermind. Yes, you do have one.
We do. All right. So we're on Instagram. Then I'm going to go on to top left, my story. This is how I do it anyway. And then we're going to go new story. And then you see that that was a great shot there. Triple chin, Fraser.
I know.
Hello, everybody.
Catfish.
Hello.
Fraser's a catfish.
Then we're gonna click on the little infinity button, right? Make sure the camera, or you can point it at yourself with us in the background, or just us, whatever. And then all you're doing when you're pressing it, you just press it once, and it just takes multiple shots. All right. Once you do that, you can then click on the little sticker feature, and you can mention I'm Boss Lee. I mean, she's right at the front of my feed because they obviously know that we're here. Creepy.
Stalker.
And you could mention me if you wanted to. And you can mention Eric if you wanted to.
Oh, you can tag yourself.
There you go. Oh, there we go.
I didn't know you could tag yourself.
Do we know the hashtag of the event? It's GoPro Accelerator. Hashtag GoPro Accelerator. And at the end of the 15 minutes, I'll go through my phone and I'll pick someone at random and send you some money. Just
Yeah, let's do it. All right,
Why
y'all get crazy in the background. Do you mind doing our boomerang so we can tag Eric? We need a crew member to do our crazy boomerang. Like we're gonna have them in the background, or
use your phone.
or them. Yeah, I
Use
have
your
it set up,
phone?
I guess. What do you want to do?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know, it gotta be wild.
Just shimmy, a little shimmy. Yeah.
They're not doing anything. You guys
They're not
gotta
doing
move.
anything.
Yeah, come on. Participate.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, guys.
It didn't do it. No, just go like this,
Oh, wow.
and then it'll do it.
Did we
Hold
get
on.
it?
We didn't get it. We didn't get it, guys. Dance
False-
harder. Dance
False alarm.
harder.
False alarm. We're going again. Woo.
Fire hosed. Right? She's fast and furious. Okay. That's why we record this. Okay. Questions and takeaways. Jamie,
love it. I
your
feel like-
I love your pink and yellow picture on your thing. I love how the pink and yellow goes together. I look at Carter's pink and yellow all the time, and then Janie did her photo in pink and yellow, and I think it looks really cool. Anyway, all right. Side note.
Jojo, just real quick, the video is so much better today. I don't know if you're streaming it differently.
Well, I guess I wasn't doing something with. But why did it would have been nice for someone to tell me that it wasn't coming up because I don't see it the same on my side. So there's a little heads up for you guys. When something's not going right, ask for something different. So nobody wants a shitty massage. Okay. So
Well, I was just checking. I'm like, Crystal, is that really? I couldn't even watch it yesterday. I just took lots of notes, but it's so good today. It's like totally crystal clear. So whatever you're doing, keep doing.
I don't know. Thank Wendy for telling me I needed to optimize something. I don't know what I did, but whatever. All right.
Everything was so awesome though. I feel like I've used Instagram, but I've just kind of gotten away from it. But all of this stuff is like just so awesome.
This
Great.
is one you got to watch again.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
So it was
A lot.
So I love the thought of being able to, so people go like, where do I find new people? Where do I find new people? Where do I find new people? So if you just focus on the 4 categories and find groups that fit inside the 4 categories and make new friends based on the 4. I mean, it's something we've taught a long time, is go into groups of things that you are interested in. This is just a really concise way for you to look at where those categories come from. Right.
And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have Instagram, use it just to look at stuff, and I have TikTok just to look at stuff. So I've never done any posts. So I'm thinking that I need to get some content in those 2 before I start generating leads, like they said, and they're going to provide us with scripts.
Well, your leads are going to come from they're going to come from different places. So
well, yeah,
my little thought is it's all one thing. It's not like I need to do this and then this happens, and it's all something that is all the puzzle pieces that come together. So as you're creating your content, it's not like you have to do 5 weeks of content before you talk to somebody, right?
Right.
So,
No, I get that. Yeah. Just curious.
yeah, I mean, you can start now. So do you know what your direction is going to be? I would make some topics around that and just start cycling.
I got it already. I did it on Facebook. Yeah. Cool.
Jojo, it's Carter.
Hey, you.
I wanted to say thank you. That was, being in this for a few years, excuse me, what it brought to mind was, and some of you may not know, which is okay, but if I'm not mistaken, Jojo, you purchased the Jessica Higdon training a bunch of years ago. And I remember taking part of that, and the find people within groups and post and add. I'm not saying she invented it, but I used that in 2015 and 16. I found so many personal trainers, and what I was doing. So to give you an example, I was searching for National Academy of Sports Medicine, and all these people who are certified through them come up, and you can go in, find them themselves. You can go into groups. Another idea, I think you guys get this, but I found Utah bodybuilding groups, Utah fitness groups, and it's just you will never go without a lead if you actually do the work. Most of the time, the reality is I've ran out of people to talk to because we're just sitting back and expecting those people to come rather than us getting to work and getting into groups. So I highly encourage you all to do this consistently, because the compound effect, that's what I saw when Fraser Brooks said 5-5-5. Think of what that's going to do if you did that every single day for a week, and then 2 weeks and 3 weeks and it just turns into just like what they're saying. So the compound effect, I'm going to stay consistent with this.
Can I ask a quick question there then, Carter? When you're doing this, are you using the Penny app at all?
I am not at that point. Let me just think that through. I bring the Penny app in maybe when I've made that connection and start talking to somebody. You guys can reflect with me. We can send a recommended card, or we can also send a video through the Penny app. But I really think what they're talking about and what I was doing is just the connection, just totally the connection. There's a girl I think of, because we see each other all the time on social media. In 2015, I found her living near me, certified, same organization I was in. So I friend requested her. And to this day, she moved to California, moved back to Utah, moved back to California, got married. And it's just a relationship that we have. Is that making sense? Like, because we've become friends, we just comment. And now I know she isn't a personal trainer, obviously. And so by paying attention to her, I found out she's doing Zoom workouts. So I can interact with her all day on that. Hey, how's your workouts going? How are you guys doing it? To me, that's actually interesting to talk to people, because I think we're all aware that a lot of people are changing how they do business to fit the pandemic. So that's conversation, just talking to people. Hey, how you're doing? I always see the Peloton commercials. I think of the people who are actually doing the Peloton workout. They're in a studio and it's being recorded. There's tons of people, kind of shifting to those ideas. So you know, I've never hit her up and said, hey, do you want to take a look at Isagenix? But we just support each other in what we're doing in that true connection. And so I would say, Harry, the Penny app hasn't come in when I'm connecting, but then I'm prepared with my Penny app, if it leads to that. So is that helping? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious, right? Because I'm sure I'm no different to anybody else. I seem to have thousands of people as friends, right? In Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and in a lot of cases, I've done, for some reason, nobody knows why, we've never actually had a conversation, right? So what I'm doing is, rather than beating my head to try and find, 100 more people, I've got more than 100 people in my Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram that I haven't really ever contacted with. So what I've started doing is using the Penny, right, to re-contact with those people.
Ah, I see.
And we all know the thing is, you make the initial contact. If you get a reply, and I'm not using the Penny in those cases to send them anything.
Oh.
Right, I'm not going to Penny and saying, right, I haven't spoken to this person in 2 years, I'll send them this video. No,
you're right.
I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is using Penny to re-establish a connection with all those people that I haven't really spoken to before, and creating the conversation, right? And somewhere down the line, hoping that we can swing the conversation into Isagenix.
I agree. I kind of forgot about that. So isn't it true? Help me out. Remember, doesn't Penny use artificial intelligence to suggest people?
Yes.
That would probably be a fit. So I love that, Harry. How many of us have actually exhausted our current network?
Well, I'll add into this. We all have thousands of people on our Facebook pages. We may think we've exhausted it, but as Penny feeds those people into you to contact every day, I guarantee you haven't exhausted them.
Yeah.
And so what I found is that people who I was conversing with at some point dropped the ball. It's reminding me. So now it's feeding them. I'm adding tasks into my Penny, so it's reminding me. So those people I'm not dropping the ball on anymore, because Penny's constantly feeding them back into my feed. And so if I'm adding new people, then I'm making sure that I'm syncing my Penny, so it's updating that, and they get fed into my contacts, so I'm not missing out on those. So I'm adding new tasks in. So it will be a perfect contact manager for you if you use it in that way, because you can also add them in, right?
You can add them in as well, and you can create lists.
Right.
Like.
I mean, we did all that Penny training, so we know we can make lists. We know that we can make a list and copy content and move that content in as a message into into 20 different people's messages. It can be the same message, but it comes from, because it doesn't show it as a Penny link, it just shows it as content. But when they click on that, you get notified. When they read that, you get notified. So it's just a different way to use it. Penny is constantly evolving. So if you feel like Penny from a month ago or 2 months ago, you need to get reacquainted, because she changes almost every other week. There's something new. And if you guys don't know what Penny is, go to web.pennyapp.com. Do it on your computer first. Download the Chrome extension. Make sure that you do it on Chrome, and then you can attach it to your phone. Step by step, like each little tutorial video, there's maybe 10 or 12 of them, are like 2 minutes a piece, that teach you how to do every single thing. It is, really, I was paying thousands of dollars for a virtual assistant every month. This charges me $11.99, or what is it? I don't even know.
Great reminder. It kind of, I'm in that, like my mind on this training was, how do I find new people? And my mind just wasn't thinking about, hey, we got to get those people into Penny and then create those follow-ups. Great ideas.
So,
Harry.
and in the process, as you're adding, you're friending people inside groups, you're doing, and you're constantly adding them in. You just want to make sure that you're going in and resyncing your Penny so they get loaded in.
Yep.
The one thing about this, Carter, is, I mean, it's even these things that they're talking about, the people, places, products, and passions. I mean, there's an awful lot of that you can indulge in within Penny, right? And of course, it's, writing down some of the stuff that they give us, and even some of the short little scripts there that they gave us, they can all be used within Penny.
Yep. And the scripts are going to come, like there's some really great ones. So we are over time. And so this is what's going to happen like for the next little bit, because we're way over time. So tomorrow we're probably we'll do one session, and then we'll do some homework. We'll make sure that everybody's up to date on everything that we're doing. And then because the next day, so Thursday's a 2-hour session, just like straight out. And I'm not even sure like what video we're on, but we got reels coming up. So there'll be Instagram reels. Then they're going to start doing like tons of verbiage. Believe me, that's like, have lots of blank paper. Okay. So
I have a question before we go.
Yeah.
When she was talking about the emotion, funny, specific, confident, is she wanting us to put like a question? So we do a live or whatever, we do a boomerang. She wants us to put 4 different captions in that one boomerang that'll hit everybody. Is that what she's asking? No, I'm saying.
No, it's just one caption, and those are the elements of that one caption. It be emotional, fun, and specific. But they call it call to action.
I think she's more talking like an Instagram post versus a boomerang or a story. I think she kind of started meshing the two, but I think where you're getting confused, Crystal, is she was actually saying, she was helping us, and I forget the word for it, copyright or, but basically she's basically helping us. I almost think back to college when I took advanced college writing. It's just kind of thinking through what you're going to write to be emotional, to be fun, to be specific, and be aggressive. And I think what she was saying is, in one Instagram post, you're hitting all 4 of those color combinations of people by doing those 4 things. Is that making more sense?
So that would be more of a long post versus like just a quick caption and a boomerang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what she was doing too. That's what she was talking about in an Instagram post, and to try to make it short and sweet, but try to get those 4 things. Okay. And she was talking about 4 personalities of people.
No, I understand that. I was just like, how am I put all of this in one little sentence?
And then I love always the call to action, which is something that I always I go, oh,
I never do questions. That's a no-brainer. That's awesome.
Let me tell you, people outside of network marketing, raise your hand if you know Paige Hathaway. Any of you women? No, you don't know that? Okay. She's a fitness, guru. And I've noticed huge following, but always a call to action. I mean, it could be as simple as, what color of shoes should I wear to dinner tonight? So always a call to action. It's such a, I don't want to say an influencer thing, but as you get bigger, you're trying to get people to interact. And, it makes a lot of sense. I a long time ago fell out of the, here's a picture of me, let me tell you how cool I am, see you later. I'd rather let you tell me, or, anyways, I'll just kind of quit there, but great ideas.
And I don't know about hyperlapse. That's my first really experience with it. So I need to play with it to understand. And I'm going to probably have to Google that.
So iPhone users, you guys can take a video and it'll speed it up kind of quick. Is that okay? I don't.
I think I just answered my question. I think hyperlapse is for non-iPhone users.
It is. It is.
I'll
So I
just
know
delete
people
that then.
who- that's a great idea. I know it. I didn't realize how they did it, but I follow someone who's a fitness guru, and they posted their workout, but it only took, you know, like a minute to watch and everything. And so I didn't even know how they edited it. So maybe it has something to do with the hyperlapse, but that's pretty cool. I guess any of you girls want to show your makeup routine, or I don't know as a guy what I could show you to do. Change a tire or put on barbells on a weight. I mean, my mind just gets turning. What could I?
Your workout.
How to shave?
Workouts.
Oh, I cut my hair in 30 seconds.
I was thinking about feeding my dogs and giving them their isogenesis. Like that's part of their routine every morning is getting their isogenesis. I make them little meatballs and I put their isoG in their meatballs.
Oh, that's cute.
One time we did one of landscaping our whole backyard where we got all those dump trucks full of pebbles, and it was like 4 hours worth of us like moving them all over the place to make like a little patio, like compressed in like a minute.
Way
Can you do it with pictures or does it have to be video?
It's video.
Video. Okay.
You could do making a smoothie bowl.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good idea. Or even just
Shaving.
making your shake. Yeah.
Shaving your face. I don't know.
Now it makes me want to get to a live event and, you know, record a portion of a live, you know, us having fun. And, you know, have you ever seen like a quick video? I think some cell phones you can do that where you can just add pictures and it creates like a cool video. But, you know, how cool would it be to see a weekend of fun in the sun, you know, in a quick video or something? I don't know. Just giving you ideas. We got to get out and about.
Celebration.
Yep.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things is it's such a big mind shift of like what I have been putting on Instagram and what I have been putting on Facebook is so different now, like as a business builder, you know, it's a big mind shift. It's a big like crank. And this is awesome. Like it's such a big thing. This is fabulous. It's fantastic.
Has anybody watched any of the replay videos? Or gone back to any of the recorded? Anybody? Pam, do they play glitchy or do they play okay?
No, they're perfect.
Okay, good. So it's just when we're doing it live, it was glitchy. Okay, good to know. I will make sure to click the button.
See you all tomorrow.
Thank you guys. Good job. I know we've gone long 2 days. Tomorrow we're gonna take, just so you guys know, we were supposed to come back, take Friday, Saturday off and come back on Sunday. But I have a memorial service I have to be at Sunday, and I'm gonna stop the recording.